Welcome to a world of adventure, to a world of heroes and monsters and unending quests. Welcome to the Bell of Lost Souls, NeverQuest! Hey Bulls fans, how's it going? Welcome to NeverQuest. This is the Bell of Lost Souls D&D campaign streaming live for you guys on Twitch. You may have seen us playing Warhammer 40k throughout the week and board games on Tuesdays, so we invite you now to join us for a lovely game of D&D. With me, I've got...
Yeah.
I'm still alive. Hey!
We're on camera now.
Yeah, very much so.
Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Francisco. I'm Lux.
And I'm Matt.
Whom you have no doubt seen before. And managing everything on the stream, we have Jen.
I guess I decided not to quit and fire myself today. I guess
we convinced her to stay.
She has decided not to give up on all of us. There's one last hope. And of course, most importantly, welcome to you guys.
Hey friends.
So today we are going to be playing a game of 5th edition D&D. We're going to start off our campaign, and we all figured we should start at the very beginning, which is a very good place to start.
Yes.
So with letters you have A, B, C. With numbers you have 1, 2, 3. With music you have Do, Re, Mi, and with characters, with D&D you have character creation. So we're gonna kind of
half listening. It's like, what is he talking about?
The alphabet doesn't necessarily have to be in that order.
It's true, it doesn't. But that was a Sound of Music reference because
It really was
super cool.
I dug it.
Here, everyone.
Yeah, I was gonna start singing. I was all.
Well, then I'm glad I made that bad joke and spared us all that.
So
for now, we keep our viewership.
Let's go around the table real quick and talk a little bit about the idea of like what your guys are thinking about playing, and kind of let's walk the people in the audience through your decisions and stuff.
Choices, decisions. What? You sat closest to me. You got
Okay, so I'm going to be playing a Master of the Arcane, a mighty wizard. Not just mighty in brain power, but also mighty in stature, because I'm going to be playing a Goliath wizard. Now, Goliaths aren't normally known for their magical ability or their wizards, but my Goliath was orphaned as a young child and raised by a clan of gnomes in their underground dwelling.
Oh, excellent.
Which is where his aptitude for magic and also hunching over when walking anywhere comes.
Excellent. What were you thinking about playing?
Well, I'm thinking of, we always need a ranger in the party. And going with a cool ranger, and with our whole Nomi thing, I think it's going to be a forest gnome.
Papa?
Yeah. Papa! That's right. And he's got his own issues, right? He's he gets his like few little spells, a couple of them that are useful to him, and he gets a little bump. He can talk to the animals. His only problem is he has a big problem figuring out and identifying animals.
Excellent. That is a great problem for a ranger to have.
Yes.
I think it fits well within their purview.
Very specific occasion.
Lux, what do you got in mind for us today?
I am going to be playing a warlock, a half-elf warlock, and pulling a lot of pranks. A lot of cheating at cards, a lot of cheating at everything.
So basically, if I understand this right, you sold your soul to be good at card tricks.
Yeah, and card tricks, games of chance, anything where it's hard to cheat or easy. Anything where cheating's on the table.
Excellent.
And it's just an excuse for me to play with this deck of cards y'all get there.
What is it?
And
Yeah, sorry for going off theme.
you know,
I'm half elf, half gnome.
that's okay. I don't want to think about
How
how
does
that
that
works out.
work with... I don't even want to.
Why does every half elf have to be half human? That just seems unfair.
That's
It's true. That's imperialism at
What
work
you
in
got
the
for us,
rhetoric.
Matt?
So I think if you were with us, 2 weeks ago when we last played D&D, I think I'm gonna pretty much continue what I was then. I'm gonna be a bard of some sort who sort of shies away from the physical combat and just likes convincing people to not fight and just be friends, and everyone can just get along if we just put aside our differences.
Oh, I'm so into that.
That's-
That's so good.
That's me.
Wow.
And I, of course, will be the dungeon master. I will be everything else in the world that tries to
Literally everything.
destroy you, or kill you, or mutilate you, or maim you, or
love us?
Oh, I hope so.
Uncle Steve?
So to give a quick introduction to the place we're going to be playing, while you guys get your players' handbooks out and start making those tough character decisions, if you look at our fantastic board here, you guys live in and around the town of Winter's Haven. Winter's Haven is along a massive river. It is so named because it provides shelter to weary travelers in the winter. It has a hot springs nearby where sometimes tourists will come and rest. It is
Get robbed.
Oh no, my things!
a medium-sized trade town, well populated. It has some influence from the Merchants Guild to keep it relatively safe and stable.
Very well.
It is a sort of strange shore for travelers to wash up adrift on. And it is to this town that you either have lived in your whole life or you have made your way. There is a settlement of gnomes that live in the underground burrows and warrens nearby, no doubt. And there is you guys will have also heard rumors of a ruined city on the other side of a rocky ridge in a chasm that is said to be haunted by monsters and strange ghosts and other things. So we'll probably never go there, not even once.
I feel like this is this town is like the setting for like several episodes, almost like 9 of
Of,
several
Buffy the Vampire
several
Slayer.
animes or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Well, it reminds me a lot of Ymir, the mountain hot spring town from Trails of Cold Steel, and Trails of Cold Steel 2.
I'm going
And
to Google
Trials
that
of,
later.
of Warm Steel 3 also.
What
Trails
about
of the
4?
Sky.
I like 4.
You like
4 was
4?
my favorite.
You like 4?
Yeah.
I like the Trials of Lukewarm Steel. That was
Yeah.
probably my favorite.
Yeah.
I liked-
the we're just figuring out how to make it steel. That's my favorite.
I like-
That one was called Trails of the Sky.
it was just iron at that point. Like the
Everything rusts.
Yeah,
is the subtitle.
And then the prequel to that Trails of Bronze
Yeah.
just melted. Anyway, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about character creation. So for those of you guys who've never played 5th edition, it's a lot more simple than you might have played in previous editions.
you need just one book.
You need
For
just
example.
one book, for example.
There's
and
only like 8 charts to roll.
it's
One
true.
book to rule them all.
I mean, we're actually
One power
using
circle.
several.
Yes, we're
2
using
books.
we're using.
I need
books.
2 books.
I'm sure many of you guys need 2 books.
Yeah.
We've got
I don't
there's-
because gnomes are in the party.
I just wrote all my stuff in notebooks, so I don't really need any.
we've got.
So we average out to 1 book, I guess.
Yeah, we do.
But we'll be using the player's handbook, and
Sounds
also
like
we'll be playing with some of the races from Volo's Guide to Monsters, which is an excellent book for players or GMs. You can find new monsters. You can find an in-depth look into the societies and ecologies of other monsters, and some really cool player races to play as well as rules for making monsters into players. So if you've ever wanted to play a kobold or a goblin, that's a great book you should check out.
It's right here. It's what I'm looking at right now.
So it sounds like you guys have got your class and race for the most part figured out. Let's get to the fun stuff. Let's see how you measure up. So let's go ahead and roll some stats for everyone. We're going to be doing this the standard way. Taking the dice of destiny into your hands and determine how.
46 dropped the lowest.
Yeah, 46 drop the lowest.
I like 76 is standard, I think.
76.
76.
I said it was 100.
Drop the one lowest, right?
I got 30.
Go ahead
I'm
and put
really
it- Go ahead
strong.
and put the dice box on camera. Let's capture
We don't have
your
an overhead.
moment of ignominy.
Can we get an overhead? Is that possible? Can we do
Hold on
that?
a second.
Wow.
Can it be done?
Cool. Maybe.
There.
There we go.
12.
All right. Not a bad start.
I'm rolling
Not
just
the
one
highest
set.
number, but not the lowest
Yeah,
number.
we'll do one set.
Slightly
Unless
above
you end
average.
up with like terrible stats, I think if you have an adjusted modifier of 0, you get to re-roll.
Yeah, there's something like that.
Yahtzee?
Yahtzee
Mm-hmm.
is not a game we're playing right now,
Right.
but if you can shoot for it.
It's a game that's beautiful in its simplicity and shockingly.
Ooh,
That's that
there's
roll.
a
Those are
good
really
one.
dark.
There was like a 6
What's that
that
Whatever
was at
those
least
dark
one
dice
6.
are, those are almost impossible to see.
Okay.
Oh yeah, an 11.
All right.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
the
some.
ones that are the 5 and the 6, can we
Why don't we
reverse
walk the
those?
audience
Yes.
through
Those
this?
are the only 4 D6s we have.
So what's
Are they-
happening
So-
now?
Why aren't we using the regular Bulls dice?
Yeah, I guess
and we
they're
can replace them with
behind you,
different
Matt.
dice, but-
Let's use those casino dice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
casino
yeah.
dice come out much better on camera.
So
Okay, hold on.
what basically just happened
This is a serious
is
dice deck.
is we just
24.
rolled. What'd you roll? You rolled all
Yeah,
your stats.
explain this process for
Yes.
anyone who doesn't know.
Yeah, basically what happened is in order to determine stats, we roll 6-sided die and take a total of 4, or roll 4 of them, take the 3 highest, and collect all those until you get a set of numbers, and then you just
Yeah.
plug those into your various stats, your strengths, your dexterities, etc.
You have 6 altogether. There's strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Aha.
And those are all of the parts that make up a person.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
I'm gonna go.
That's it.
That's all there is.
So that would be 11 because
Alright.
we take the 3 top ones, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Ta-da! And now we must roll them
That
several
5
more
more
times. And this is
And you
a
can
4, a 4, and a 3.
Put them in
11.
any
Another
order. So
11.
points for consistency so far.
I wish I would get some 6s.
Oh,
Hey!
it's
11,
granted.
12, 13.
Ooh, there you go.
Bar mitzvah age.
Yay! Bar mitzvah.
We might celebrate that.
Oh.
8.
8.
Infinity turns sideways.
That's
That's gonna hurt
Hey.
for whatever I'm putting that in.
people have got peaks and valleys, and some things they're great at, and some things they're not so great at.
Alright.
Oh, dingo!
yeah.
15.
Boink. And now for the 6th and final roll of our giant casino dice. These are
Yeah.
brilliant. We need more of these.
We
We
have
have
more
an
of that.
entire bag full of
Yeah, I
those.
think there's
Yes.
other ones in that bag.
14?
There you go.
Unless the
And
other
then,
one
of course,
is-
you can adjust them for your race as well.
Ta-da! That 8 was really gonna hurt me. I don't know what that's for though. We were writing down the exact order, but no, I heard Oh, well.
Yeah, probably your intelligence, right?
I'm gonna put on my intelligence.
That's why you
Oh!
Wow.
I hope that's not his intelligence. That might be why he traded his soul to learn magic.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Chief parlor
That's
tricks. Yeah.
Only he traded it
That
for
was
the
it.
only
That's
thing
a
he could
5.
do, which was card tricks.
There we go.
12.
Yeah. He definitely doesn't have any of the cool sawing people in half.
No.
If you don't see the utility in being very good at card tricks, you'll learn that trade was worth it, and I'd make it again 1,000 times.
Most of these.
Oh, talk to me about that.
There we go.
15.
I imagine most of your solutions will involve some kind of card-related trick,
Well, trick for sure.
some kind of card-related gambit, maybe.
No.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
a bad
That's-
X-Man.
That's
That's a bad X-Man.
Yeah. He's not the best X-Man.
Barely better than Forge, who has the power to be an inventor.
I like 4.
I like Forge the way the character is. This is going real bad for me.
You may end up re-rolling
Yeah.
I
your
like
stats.
Forge the way the character is written. I do not like Forge the way the character has the superpower that's not a superpower.
So
Just need to go look.
you know who else is just sort of has the
Ooh.
mutant power to be there and like have a gun is Cable.
Yeah, but Cable sometimes has robot parts too. All right, so I got
Cable's cool.
two 15. So let's reconcile this real
All
quick.
right.
I got 2 15s, a 12, a 5, a 7, and an 8.
Two
That
15s.
sounds
That yep,
re-rollable.
you will be re-rolling that because those
5 is literally the lowest I've ever heard of anybody.
Unless you really
I've
want to
had-
keep
I've
it.
had-
You
I
can,
say
if you
he
really
has a
want
handicap.
to, if you really want to, you can keep those. But
That's ridiculously crippling.
per the rules, you
I'm
can totally re-roll.
sorely tempted, but I think I will reroll.
All right, that may be a good
The idea of having the 15 on charisma and 15 intelligence and then the
And
12
then
on constitution and then
everything
just being like, I can't move or lift things or think good. Would be pretty great.
Yeah, you will not survive long as an adventurer if you
If I-
can't do many of if half of your entire existence is below average, you are not long for this world.
Well, I mean, that's, to be fair, it would be have a certain degree of verisimilitude if half my
right,
existence
as-
were below average.
Not long for this world in the life of an adventurer.
right.
13, 10.
Off to a better start.
These numbers are much less exciting.
They are much less exciting though.
I am less excited about.
Oh, there we go.
14. Okay, bar mitzvah age, younger than that and older than that. I'm
It's a weird threshold. You're like, oh, above bar mitzvah age, I'm fine.
Well, look, when your father is a rabbi and you grow up in a Jewish community, the certain numbers hold a certain kind of significance.
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember my bar mitzvah. It was a lot of fun.
I don't really remember mine much, but I did. Oh yeah, 16. I should have been more celebratory about that. 16, very good.
That's a good number.
Right.
And 14.
14.
Okay,
All right,
yeah, this is good.
That's workable.
No, this I can dance with a 13, 10, 2 14s, and a 16.
All right, Matt.
I'll take that to the barn
I'm gonna
parties or
put
whatever.
this here. It's still on cam, and I can reach without standing.
If anyone in the chat wants Matt to just have a 4, chime in now.
No.
Yes.
I would say for a donation of 100 bits, you can influence somebody's stat.
There we go.
Ooh.
Only
Yeah.
positively.
No.
No.
I don't like how we're implementing this rule right as I get started.
No,
Most-
it's totally retroactive.
Retroactive,
Totally go
but
over
most
the
especially
stat.
should be negative on you.
Yeah.
All right, so it's
Quick
11.
11.
Can you write this down? I don't have
Yes,
this.
I got you.
Thank you.
11.
Yeah, I'm hoping to roll. If you were with us earlier, I was rolling real well during 40K, and I'm hoping this carries over.
Should probably
Oh.
carry
I'm
over.
taking that 6.
11.
11. Fine.
Waste of a six.
Yeah.
Should have gone with the one.
Feminist Survivor says, go Matt.
Hey!
Yay.
I am
7.
not doing so hot though.
Oh boy, that was a 7.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I want to.
Alright.
Ooh.
There's an 8.
Yeah, alright. At least all my die rolls, like I said, lasted me through 40K, and now they're all coming back to haunt me. Alright,
there he is,
that's
a 13.
something.
All right, what you got?
13.
13.
13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that everything?
One more.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
I think we're approaching reroll territory.
Yeah, I don't think I
barring-
can get
I don't know. Flub it.
Yeah, and then a
Yeah,
10.
okay.
Yeah, okay.
Let's
Yeah.
call that a reroll.
All right,
Go
sweet
ahead
deal.
and
Gotten that.
re-roll.
Gotten
You
that.
got it out of the
Oh,
way.
you guys,
I'm
you
trying
guys
to do better.
knock this out quick,
Yeah, you
and then
guys
Matt
are
and I are
just
taking
like-
45 minutes.
All right, there we go. 12.
Roll harder, Matt.
Matt, roll better.
Come on, man, you can do it.
Where's our emote?
Right. What is that?
9.
9?
I think that's a good emote.
That's,
Yeah,
it's already been
Matt
decided that needs to be an emote.
Yeah, no, that's already on the table.
Oh,
Oh,
boom!
yeah.
That was a 17.
Okay.
All right.
All right, feeling good. Because that's going into charisma, and I don't care about anything else.
You might. I mean,
No.
Constitution. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Well, me.
He said he doesn't care.
He said he doesn't care.
12.
And when everyone around him is stabbing him all the time.
No, because I'm gonna convince them real good to not stab me.
Okay, I like the plan.
That's an 8.
But you don't care.
12, 9, 17, 12, 8.
Now I'm starting to care.
Okay.
I thought I would roll above 10.
Ooh.
16.
There you go.
Alright, so what we're looking at is 12, 9, 17, 12, 8, 16.
What is that? So it's
That totals out to-
That's not bad.
So they cancel.
That is
cancels.
a very.
What's that? 16 to bottom. Yeah. So I'm
You're
up.
You're
fine.
up. You're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I think you're good to go.
All right. Not great, but I'll do it.
Yeah. So here, I'll just tear this page out.
Between
us,
I
you can see.
hear.
I mean, I can just reach it. Don't tear it
I'll
up.
move it.
Yeah, we have the Lord of
That'll
Chaos
work.
here.
Moleskin.
He's upset.
It is.
No,
The decomposition book,
Yeah.
I believe is this particular brand is called.
Can I have? All right. So, are we doing anything important right now? Because I want to ask chat something.
Always.
Okay. So I don't know what race I want to be, and if anyone has any insight, I will gladly take it. So Volo's guide has 2 races that I was sort of looking at. And you guys can do stuff while I'm yammering. So I got Asimar, which are like sort of angelic, and I think they have a bunch of.
So we're thinking, we've decided for you. It's Mon Calamari.
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
It's
a trap!
It's Admiral Akbar. It's a trap.
Actually,
in
in
this
the
game,
extended
you're gonna
universe, the closest character to a bard is the Jedi Seagal, who is a Mon Calamari,
Yeah.
who specializes in old
Trap
Jedi
detection.
legends and playing harps and stuff. So,
Yeah.
See, I
Mon
would be very
Calamari-
into the like. These are not the droids you're looking for. Like that's
yeah,
something I would love to be able to do.
Mon Calamari is the closest Star Wars race to a bard I can think of, actually.
Okay, then I get.
Fortunately, I don't think we're playing in that universe though.
The more you know.
That
Not
you know
yet.
of.
That's true. Maybe this is Hoth. I don't know.
That
Crossover.
bush right there could be a teleport.
Look, I make no promises that we won't delve into some serious Jetsons Meet the Flintstones.
Oh, I hope so.
He's got
My
like
favorite
ceremonies and
movie.
unicorns on his thing.
I feel like
The
maybe,
only
like,
movie better than
the
Stuart
Brian
Gordon's
Seed
Castle
sound.
Freak.
Well, so Matt, what was the other race?
Yeah. So the other neat one in here is Furball. They are like humble guardians of the forest, which
Aw.
doesn't feel like. Again, I like it, but from a role play perspective, they're supposed to be sort of reclusive, and that's not me. So I think, but their abilities are really good. They have hidden stuff. They can just become invisible.
Maybe that's why you left town.
Yeah.
You know? You're in the middle of the
Yeah,
ice.
you're
Like
the
you're not living in a
outcast.
furbolgy space.
Maybe.
But you wanted to turn that over to the chat, right?
Yeah. So if anyone has, and then also I think just half elf
Yeah,
would be
there's
real good.
there's the standard player's handbook
That is
races
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
You
so
gotta
of
sell
those
the-
3 is sort of where I'm leaning towards, or if anyone else has any other
I really want to see a
suggestions?
Dragonborn bard.
Dragon. I mean, they got good charisma, but see, I just so like it's too inherent to me that like I want to soar to a power level, but I'm not trying to, but it's just so ingrained in me. I think Dragonborn just don't have the abilities that I would want.
But then we can sing the cool song.
Right.
Yeah.
Which the
And
Dragonborn
the
comes.
crossover
Yeah.
episodes.
Feminist Survivor says get the most extroverted one.
See, that's what I'm thinking. Most extrovert, and I feel like that's half elf.
Oh, you can
I'm
play
playing half
Kenku,
elf. We
actually.
could be
Oh
bros.
yeah.
Yeah, but half elves
so-
are like the
so-
emo kids of this world.
So
Kenku
And
is
everybody
perfect.
hates them. The elves hate them because they're not elf enough. The humans
Yeah.
hate them because they're
I'm not gonna
elf.
like them because I only really like good fae and elves, and you're not really an elf.
But,
Wow.
but a Kenku is perfect for a bard because Kenku like lack all originality,
Yeah.
but they're perfect at memorizing everything.
Yeah,
and
so
mimicking it.
I was reading through Kenku because they're
Yeah.
fun because they're just like raven people, but like
Yes.
I don't like the aesthetic, but I do like right here. Kenku cannot create new things. It's just
That's-
like what a
They-
brutal
they got-
statement.
So you
They
should
were-
not be a tinkerer.
Because
Right.
Or a bard because you can't make songs up as you go.
But he perfectly remembers.
And they have
every
a
song.
section called hopeless plagiarists.
Yes.
So I don't think that really.
It's
Oh my
perfect for a
God.
bard.
They're
It'll be like all the
So
adventure
basically,
books
if you
I wrote this
so
song.
basically you would be like the cover band of bards.
Yes.
Only without
You can only relate
Only
to
without
people
the ability to
people song.
improv.
Right.
It would have to be identical to the way
And-
that like the original.
Yeah.
And without the
It's
ethical
not
impulse
a cover,
to
it is
say
just
that you're a cover band.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, hey, what's
Hey,
up?
what's
we're
up?
we're Pistols and Daisies. This is our great song. Welcome to the jungle.
Isendar says call your bard Milli Vanilli.
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. Good.
Let me see a place.
Isendar, that was amazing.
I feel
Thank you
like-
for that.
I feel like the main villain, if you're a Kenku, like the main villain of this entire game will just be like the local copyright office. They're constantly out for us, like, oh no, we've received another cease and
Real
desist
quick,
letter.
I'm entering.
Yes.
I'm entering my stats into the computer matrix.
Oh, excellent.
That is this piece of paper.
Yes.
And I don't have in front of me what the actual modifiers are at which numbers.
Okay.
It's +1 for every 2 rounded
That is
down
at the beginning of
over
the book.
10.
Yeah.
So 11, 12,
11,
1,
12, or, so
13,
12,
14?
12, 13 is
Yeah,
1,
one.
13,
Okay.
14 is 2, 15...
Okay, gotcha. Copy
yeah.
that. So then 10 would be...
10, 11, 0,
10, 11, 0.
12,
Okay,
13,
there we go.
1,
We're
14,
good.
15, 2, 16, 17, 3, 18,
What
19,
is this
4.
crazy math you're talking
Yeah.
about?
It's the ones digit in half. Is a quick way to do
All right,
it.
I'm a tiny little dude. I
Oh.
don't think I need a lot of strength.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
so-
it is.
yeah.
Good.
Are you
Good
shooting?
beans.
The-
Good beans for
Yeah.
some
The
My
secret
lowest-
formula
lowest
that Watsi used for this is subtract 10, divide by 2, round down, there's your modifier.
Yeah.
But
Alright.
what if it says my modifier is 1?
Well, then-
For example, I was reading out of the book and it said 1. How do I translate that?
well, that's your modifier.
Yes, yes.
So that is a number that was derived from a number that had 10 subtracted from it, and when it was divided in half,
And
it
rounded
became
down.
1, like a 2 or a 3.
I think we should just all roll a d8 for each modifier instead, and that would be our modifier.
Oh,
Next-
God.
So
That's shenanigans.
I really like this. So after I
Anybody donating now could tell us no.
after I
Yes.
after I
Or
kill
yes.
all of you guys, we'll use that method of rolling. I re-roll the
Okay.
shit.
I like it.
Oh, I like how my special boy has come out stats-wise.
Feminist survivors to stop the madness.
So boy!
I mean, we have a warlock. The madness will never stop.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Till
real
he's
quick, so you're let's
I will never
let's
die.
see who's got stuff figured out and kind of talk the audience through your decisions.
Well,
I'm thinking half elf.
I've got my
Me
stats
neither.
down now, so I am playing a Goliath, so I get a bonus to strength and Constitution.
Excellent.
So I've got a 14 strength, which gives me a +2 bonus.
Nice.
I could have gone for an 18, but I decided not to. I didn't want to front load that much on strength.
That would be amazing, though.
I've got a 13 dex, so I got me a +1 bonus.
Mhm.
I've got a 17 Constitution for a +3 bonus.
Ah.
So Goliaths get a special ability called Stone's Endurance. When I take damage, I can basically choose to get really tough and shrug it off. So I roll a d12 plus my Constitution modifier and reduce the damage I've taken by that. I can do that once every rest, short or long.
Cool.
So I wanted to have a good Constitution modifier. And then I've got a 17 Intelligence also. I've got 10 Wisdom. Not very wise, that's why, I don't know. He wants to be a wizard, I guess.
Wants to be a wizard.
Yeah.
He's got aspirations.
Yep, and a 12 charisma. So I got pretty good stats there. Probably the first time we get a stat bump, we'll see my intelligence and my con go up to 18.
Oh, almost certainly.
So that's my stats right there. I got that figured out.
Excellent. Do you have a name yet?
I have beginnings of a name.
Excellent. We'll go around. So when it comes time, here's your first warning. When it comes time to name your characters, if you don't have a name, the chat gets to name your character for you, and you will not like it.
I have a name I don't love, so if they come up with one that I do love, I'll take it.
Excellent.
But
Francisco,
I better love it.
how are you working out?
Well, let's see. So far, I have chosen, since I am about 3 feet tall and about 40 pounds or whatever, I've decided my lowest score, which was an 8, is
Right.
just going to go ahead and be my strength. Because, I'm small.
So you will be focusing very much on the ranged combat.
Yes, because, well, I am a
Or-
ranger.
Or finesse weapons.
Yes.
Those
Yeah.
run off of dex.
Exactly, and I have natural abilities for stealth and so forth, so perfect.
Cool.
Yeah. So my dexterity, I get a +1 because I'm a gnome.
For sure.
And so I chose a 15, my highest score for that one. Just
Excellent.
up in that dex. I haven't picked a number for Constitution yet. I'm still trying to decide. I'm left with 13 and 11 right now. We'll see where that goes. My Intelligence, I put a 14 in there. And I get a +2 for my gnominess.
Cool.
Yeah. My Wisdom, I went with 11 because, I can't identify animals to begin with. This is what I wanted to be. So that kind of worked out well. And the Charisma is the other one that's left. So, the gnomes are pretty charismatic to begin with. It's part of their trait. And, in their 300 to 500-year lifetime, they absolutely find it very important to live every minute because it could end at any time in those 500 years.
It's true.
And unlike elves and stuff that are all like humdrum and trying to take in the smell of every last thing. So, I don't know where I was going with that, but, he's got a lot of charisma. But I think that comes naturally because he's tiny and cute. You know, he's a little, you know.
Isn't that the opposite? Like the elves, every life is humdrum, so they try to take in every smell and thing. Isn't that like the opposite of humdrum?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No, I mean they're all like they're
spend-
gonna spend like a week. It's like reading an Anne Rice book. It's like gonna be like 15 pages on just what this pen looks
Take
like.
that, interviews with Sit
Really not
down.
wrong.
I mean, in the meantime, you're like, no, I want more like Harry Dresden. I want like 45 pages of like hardcore, fast-paced like combat.
I
I
mean,
mean, it's not as bad as like Thomas Wolfe.
yeah.
I mean, that's
I think Jared might have told the story once, but there was a time during the Coke's like Share a Coke with campaign where I got 2 Cokes and the names on them were Anne and Rice.
Nice.
Which was funny because of Anne Rice, but funnier because Rice is not like a name.
It's not a name.
I like actually sneak this one into the production line.
So interesting decision to put the 11 at your wisdom because rangers derive a lot of their spellcasting
through their wisdom.
through their wisdom.
I'm thinking he's gonna have to rely pretty heavily.
That'll
on,
be an interesting challenge for your character.
I may still change it. I have an eraser.
Well,
but you know.
I really like
I have
that
so many
decision, though.
11s,
I think that'll
you know.
lead to some interesting conflicts and create some interesting dilemmas for me to play around with. And anything that makes it easier for me to kill all of you guys, I'm always in favor of.
Wow, maybe I should move
Yeah.
that
Nope,
15
too
back
late.
there.
It's
No,
done.
wait, no,
No
I have
erasers.
an eraser. Watch this.
I still watch me work, bro.
Matter, Lux, how are you guys doing down there?
I'm all set.
Excellent.
So strength is 10 because I'm going for realism and I'm much weaker than I look human being.
Always add it in my head.
My dexterity is 14. So the +2 modifier because I'm doing card tricks, sneaking around.
You've got a lot of dexterity,
yeah.
both manual and otherwise.
Yes, precisely so. Ethical dexterity, for instance.
The most important kind for a warlock.
Yeah, my constitution's 14 because I love to be alive. My intelligence is also going to be a 14 with a +2.
Not a love of
I'm
life.
now hearing I love to laugh. Mary Poppins stuck in my head.
But he
I
loves.
love to
He
be
just
alive.
loves to be alive. He doesn't love life. He just loves being
Not-
alive.
Oh yeah, no, other people's lives, man, but mine, ooh baby. Break me off a piece of that. But anyways, my intelligence is also a +2 because I'm out here casting spells, reading books, being a sneaky tricksman.
Cool.
That requires a certain degree of brain. My
not
wisdom,
good at
however,
card tricks.
is 11, for a +0 modifier, which fits pretty well with the backstory I've crafted about having to leave the big city of Neverwinter for grifting the wrong mark, not having the foresight to understand that certain lords are not meant to be card tricked. Seems unwise, so I thought that was good. And then my charisma is sitting at 18 with a +4 modifier.
Nice.
Because if you're gonna lie to, trick, and steal from people, it's better if they're
That's what you
happy
need.
while you're doing it, and not upset and angry with you.
Hey, Matt, what was your wisdom?
My wisdom is 10.
So we have no wisdom modifiers in the party, I'm hearing.
I mean, my wisdom is an 11, so I don't even know what I'm missing.
Well, the fact that we have no wisdom modifiers in the party bespeaks an IRL lack of wisdom.
Right.
So it all feels very coherent.
Probably why we became adventurers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna risk my life every day. This is perfect.
Let's go kill some people and take their stuff. That sounds. That sounds.
We are taking bets now on how many of them on percentage time in campaign spent charmed, dominated, or otherwise enchanted.
I am immune, or I have advantage against charmed, so bam.
Yeah, I think I might have some. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I do too, because I have the
Like, do
half
you
health
have an
thing.
advantage against dominated? Because I want to see that
Yeah,
play
that's
out.
a charm.
please.
That's a charm.
I mean,
that's an
unless they go for
enchantment.
like the old-fashioned whips and chains.
Well, I mean,
Well,
Yes,
I mean, I'm
hot.
not into that.
Hot.
Barbara.
I
Maybe
think
one of those campaigns.
I think that might violate Twitch's terms of service, guys.
It does not.
Oh.
No,
Hey,
doesn't
and-
do it.
The more we learn.
We were just talking about Anne Rice novels.
As long as
so-
you're not doing karaoke or eating things, it's fine.
Wait, like
We can't do
doing
karaoke?
karaoke and
Well, there's a lot
that,
of
or
our
just
friends
karaoke
out there.
in general? Like, is there a specific no
You
like
can't
bondage
open your
and
kiss from a
karaoke clause at like
Yes,
together?
it's specifically bondage and karaoke together. No, you specifically cannot do karaoke for the sake of karaoke on Twitch. You can only do karaoke if it's in the function of a game.
Oh, so like Rock Band is
If you're
chill.
playing
What if
Rock
we just
Band,
randomly
it's a
break
game.
out
You're
into
playing
song?
Rock Band, and that music is licensed through the game Rock Band. You
Right.
can't just
Yeah.
sing
What if
other
we just
people's music
what
on
if we
Twitch.
just break out in song?
You are
That's not
not
karaoke.
supposed to do it, but
What if we make up our own words?
Yeah, what if we
That's
like
Singing.
slightly alter?
Just
that's
singing
fine.
is
That's
not
fine.
karaoke.
Yeah,
Okay.
but having the actual musical tracks of certain artists play
Right.
on Twitch is against
that
the
was
terms of service.
Thank you, Jen.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate
the
your
more
wisdom.
you know.
Yes.
I don't think we're allowed to do the sound.
Oh.
You can do the sound yourself. You just can't use the audio file.
Please kick down the door. Oh, someone.
Okay,
That was more than
the
22
day
seconds
the
of
cat
non-public
guy.
domain.
He's the
music
cat
I
guy.
heard.
All right.
One
all right.
week as
You owe that
affiliates
person a
and
nickel.
then cut off from Twitch forever.
Moving along. Have you guys started picking out character stuff? Because I think that's some interesting stuff you can show off to our audience.
Are we just level 1?
Yeah, you guys are just level 1 for now. We
Boring.
will rapidly be fixing that, but we're all starting at the very beginning, Matt. Because as
I just
the
want to
song
be.
goes,
I want all of my abilities right now. I want to be level 20.
Okay, you're
Yes!
you're level 20.
All right. I leave this party because they don't know nothing.
You get
All right. I'll make a
attacked-
new character.
Yeah. Also, did the chat decide on what race you should play?
No, I picked
Nobody
half
can-
elf. No one really chimed in too much.
No one cares
No one
about
cares.
that.
No one cares.
It's pretty much just Feminist Survivor and Isengard at this point.
Nah.
Matt, you are looking at the half elf page, correct?
No, I'm Bard. But
Okay.
they're basically the same.
Where do they both have elves?
Yeah, we're half elves.
We're bros.
He has my elven half, and I have his human half.
Yeah.
Ah. Wait.
You're
I
like
don't-
Wonder Twins. Your powers activated. For Bob, an elf. For Bob, a human.
Well, so
As the gnome in the party, when you guys become one actual elf,
Right.
I'll talk to you.
I like.
No, we just we like. Oh God, what was it?
Until then, I'm only giving you half sentences.
Right,
Like,
if we- yeah, if
hey
we-
dude, what do you? And then just
If
gonna
we ever
stop.
like chest bump, we turn into an elf and a human.
I really like the synergy though. That we've got 2 half elves, and we've got a gnome and a Goliath raised by gnomes. So like we've got some.
Practically 2 notes.
Too tall. Oh, I was way too tall.
I can't bend down that low.
I can't reach
Dex
that
save.
high.
Do we get extra skills though for the
Yes.
half elf race?
We've
Too?
got some interesting like familial or at least
sir.
connectivity from your choice of races, which is nice.
Which is lovely.
I mean, there's absolutely no way if it's on the table I'm not taking acrobatics.
Oh yeah.
Y'all played with me last time. You know how this works.
You guys are picking out skills now. It sounds like.
Yes.
Yes.
What,
In fact,
uh,
I've nailed mine down.
Oh sweet.
Did you?
Go ahead
Wow,
and take
wow.
everyone through them.
So I have a propensity for stunts, so I've taken acrobatics.
Uh-huh.
The wetter the better, and it comes to stunts.
Whoa.
I've taken
Sounds like
Arcana.
my weekend.
I've taken Arcana, which is a knowledge of magic, which makes sense given that I've signed my soul away to a magical deity. We'll talk about that later, I guess.
We'll talk present. We keep going on.
Deception for my schemery.
Oh, background.
Investigation, because you got to know what's going on around you if you're going to scheme it. Perception for the same reason, and sleight of hand to execute said schemes.
Cool.
So those are my good skills.
Cool. Well, here's so you bring up a good point. Warlocks. Warlocks are a spellcasting class that trades with some kind of patron, which can be something otherworldly and nefarious, or ostensibly good for their power.
Nefarious. Go
Yeah.
nefarious or go home.
And you,
I guess I gotta go home, Jen.
Damn it.
there
I
are
think you'll like what I came up with.
yeah, there are 3 different styles of patron. There's the infernal, which is some kind of devil. There's the great old one, which is what it says on the tin is their Cthulhu types, and then there's the archfey. What were you thinking about?
I went with the Archfey.
No, I can't be your friend.
Well, you already said you couldn't be my friend for like 6 other reasons. This isn't like a real loss to me anymore.
This is horrible. Like, I don't even know why I'm in a party with you. It's just...
Well, my character's designed to have no one want to be
Clearly,
around
my
him.
very large brother is the whole reason
Wait,
I'm here.
I thought you loved Faye.
Not archfey. Only good fae.
Are you my brother?
Well, the Archfey.
Are we brothers?
Well,
I think
I don't know how
you
that
know.
factors in the
Did
thing.
we just become best friends?
So-
That's
So
all it
really,
gone Archfey with the specific Archfey in question being the Prince of Fools.
Mhm.
There's no description of the Prince of Fools that I can find in the book, so I've decided that it's a unicorn wearing a hat.
I love this plan. I'm on
with
board
like a
with
little like a hole, like it's like a like a wide brim, like almost like a cowboy hat.
Yeah, like
but with like a hole in the middle for the horn to come out.
I like this a lot. That is definitely what the Prince of Fools is like canonically.
Yeah.
And sometimes appears like riding a unicycle. Sometimes it's juggling.
Sure, doing things that like require hands but
Yes.
doesn't have hands, and it's sort of
Absolutely.
like, how'd you do that?
Yeah.
Kind of like that baseball pitcher man who only had one hand.
He only needs one if he just throws one ball.
I know, but then he also has to catch it.
Yeah.
But he does like that.
Yeah, totally. But you know,
Yeah.
it's still impressive.
It's still
Okay.
impressive.
It's still remarkable.
Still incredible. So let's
It's
talk a
even
little
jerk.
bit. Let's talk a little bit about like why your character decided to sort of bargain with the Prince of Fools.
Sure. So
How do you see that having happened?
So like I said, at the beginning, or I don't know, at the beginning. Anyways, like I said earlier in time, my character used to live in Neverwinter and was kind of a grifter, scamsman, cheat, just like he is now. However, he laid a grift on. Well, earlier in time, he was sort of like in and out of the city, avoiding people being mad for grifting, and one of those times, ended up out in the woods where he met this unicorn in a hat, and they hung out all night drinking and telling jokes and singing songs, and they shook hands on a friendship, and sort of unwittingly he stumbled into this soul-selling pact, which gave him sort of a much amplified ability to do these sort of tricks and schemes. Which then led to trying to trick the mayor of Winterfell, or not, sorry, I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones, Neverwinter.
Never apologize for that.
The quantity I'm dealing with might merit an apology. But Neverwinter, and promptly sort of have to hightail out of town and go from place to place, and this is a small enough, far enough away place that it's safe, and he can go back to scamming, grifting, and pranking.
So it sounds like
Thank you.
you were a sort of a street con man, maybe kind of scraping out a living, and then after you met the Prince of Fools,
Dex is
you-
your highest ability score.
you found yourself able to pull off more and better cons, and that's what's gotten you out of Dodge.
Yeah, well, yeah, precisely so. I flew too close to the sun, as it were. My wax wings melted.
I feel like we're mixing
Great
our,
reference.
our metaphors there.
I mean,
Out of
absolutely.
Dodge, we got like Westerns and Icarus and everything.
No, we absolutely are mixing metaphors. Are you not supposed to do that? No one told me.
No,
it's
look,
perfect.
your reference base is wide. These people are presumably smart.
Yeah, you guys are on board.
Those,
Smart.
to be fair, I meant those people,
Those
not these
people.
not these people.
Not these.
sorry.
Not
We're highly intelligent,
Not
but not wise.
these people. You guys. Anyway, cool. Matt, how about you? What do you got in mind for like a backstory and stuff for your character?
It's very well thought out,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of details. So I will
But the
spare
things and the
everyone
stuff.
that right now because it would take too long.
Give us the Cliff's Notes version.
Okay.
He has eyebrows.
Sometimes.
Good, good.
I mean, they come and go.
Already very intrigued.
Everyone's on the edge of their seat about these eyebrows.
Plot hooks abound.
Right.
Got eyebrows.
Right, Mark. took that
Sometimes.
off. Right.
Where do the eyebrows go when you don't have
That's
them?
Are the
the
eyebrows an
mystery.
illusion?
That is the question we will be answering here on NeverQuest. Folks.
All right. No. So my character is definitely not one that has stayed in any one place for too long. He really enjoys collecting people's stories and then spreading the most entertaining ones and perhaps tweaking them a little bit to make them more exciting. And in doing so, I mean, it's not so dark and frightening as being chased out of a city or whatever, but is always on the move looking for some new adventure, not for the glory of it
Sure,
per
but
se,
for-
but just for the sake of having a story to tell after the fact.
So it sounds like it would make a lot of sense for Matt and Lux, for your characters to kind of have some kind of connection. You're both half elves. You both kind of have reasons to wander and travel from place to place. Maybe you were telling a story or entertaining in Neverwinter when your scheme ran afoul and you found a convenient way out, and you guys have been on the road since.
I would certainly figure I would at least know about any sort of tomfool. Like if it was something that was that big a deal, I certainly would have heard of it.
Sure.
So when all that went down, however we managed to cross paths, I was probably real on board for at least traveling together for some amount of time.
So what did you successfully steal from the Mirror of Neverwinter? And that's why you could never go back.
Sure. So Neverwinter, despite its name, I believe it gets mildly cold there.
Absolutely.
Sure. So this is part of my decision to go to where I said to go to. I put up a bet on a game of cards with the Lord of Neverwinter, a game that's sort of been unwinnable, but then with magic I did. That I could have his enchanted coat that keeps not even enchanted coat, just like an enchanted coat collar kind of thing that you can attach to other coats, like a modular accessory situation.
I love it.
That's greatly enchanted and keeps you warm and is temperature adjusted, sort of like the inside of a modern vehicle. And it's climate controlled, basically, if I could phrase. And that was the thing that I grifted off of him, and it wasn't until I had successfully carried out the grift that he figured out that through magic, all of the cards in the blackjack deck were the 6 that I needed when I hit on a 15. And so then things went downhill, and so it was sort of like one of those, I have to get to the wilderness while I have this anti-cold neck piece.
Sure. So this is perfect.
So,
I'll just go where it's cold and they won't follow.
Precisely so. Which is, here we are.
Excellent. And I could see there being a lot of appeal for your character, Matt, to be, telling the story of this crazy heist.
Yeah, no, I mean, it probably was a little more fantastic in terms of what you stole, because that's, as useful as it is, it was probably much more of a grand flowing cloak laden with gold and jewels, and you managed to pocket it away and steal off into the night.
Right, well, this was at least on mine, one of those, economic value versus perceived value situations, where it's he did have the giant fancy cloak, but really the cost of the cloak was mostly in the collar.
It's all in the collar, and
right.
that's
that doesn't make for a good story.
Sure.
Well, sure, so you've embellished it, and there's no doubt, 3 rooftop fights with the guards on the way out, but...
Many eldritch blasts.
But I can not.
Let's talk a little bit about your 2 characters now, Abe and Francisco.
We're actually making them still.
I mean,
unlike those guys who are all
talking stuff down.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We're not talking to people like these weird.
I can't even talk to him.
I know.
According to the rules.
And their stories are so boring all the time.
Blah blah
So,
blah. Find the queen.
Yeah. Do unlawful things. I don't know, right?
Go ahead and tell me what exciting things you guys have come up with then.
Well, okay.
Yeah. I mean, stone is exciting, right?
Yeah.
And wood. Also exciting. Leaves. They're super exciting.
We were having fun just 5 minutes ago.
We were
with a very large bear.
I know. It was amazing. We large. It was a bear. Right?
It had this long furry tail.
Question the
and sharp fangy
teeth. Right.
Yeah. Little tiny eyes.
Excellent.
Yeah,
That sounds like a bear to me.
I trust gnomes implicitly.
Yeah.
I mean, no, we're just people who live in this town.
Yeah, well, I was sent here.
Sent here.
Yeah,
right.
I was sent here. So I was happy.
I
was happy in our Forest Hill, and I was going through ranger school, and it's always been my dream to be a ranger. And I want to be an adventurer so I can go make money, and then begin my little private gnome empire.
Of course.
And having a little problem with the woodland creatures and identifying them. I kind of messed it up sometimes. I read the description, and then I think the description applies to the animal, but I am sometimes wrong. So the ranger instructor sent me here to become the first ever fish ranger.
Ah.
Yeah,
and this they do have lovely ice fishing in the winter, which it currently is.
The only problem I've been having lately is the water's really cold, so when I stick my face in the hole, that at first I had to chip that into the ice, right?
Yeah.
And then I tried talking, and what I've also learned is it's very hard to breathe when your face is in the water.
It's true. It is.
Yeah.
It is difficult. It is not impossible.
So,
it is a
so
difficult
currently I have been spending a lot of time practicing to breathe through my toes.
one.
Wow.
Excellent.
Ah.
Simply Tim88, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Belfry.
Welcome.
Hey.
Come and join our
Oh, right. I'm
madness.
supposed to. I keep following your eye line.
Oh, right.
Like there's a camera
There's-
right up my face that I should be looking
We don't
at.
like to make sense here. It's cool.
Yeah, we it's sense. What are we? The U.S. Mint?
Ooh. We're definitely not the.
What
I mean,
happened?
we might be
There was a
like
joke that was
Canadian.
like
That was
not
a-
worth the
that
sound
was-
effect that one person made it, and it's sort of built in the
Yeah.
kind of way that
Oh,
happens.
That was a
that was
painful-
topical.
We could
Pain.
be the
No.
Canadian.
No, I was
It was not topical. It was just bad.
Oh, okay.
I was
If you believe in
attempting to-
currency, the mint is always topical. Which I don't, because currency is an invention of a flawed social structure. But
Hey,
that's neither
we'll
here
get
nor
into
there.
that.
Are we
We'll
in
get into
character
that
right now,
next
or are you
week.
just like really letting it go?
We'll get into that next week when
A
we
little
when
bit.
we when we journey into the sepulcher of the socialists. But that's an adventure for another time.
That's the name of my podcast.
Oh my god, that's a good podcast name. So it sounds like Abe,
there you go.
was
Yes.
your character raised in these here parts?
Yes, definitely raised in these here parts. He was always told, of course, that he was like a lost prince of his people.
Sure.
So he does believe
Ooh.
that someday he
I
shall
like that.
he'll return. He was never really implicitly stated whether he was a lost prince of the Goliath people or the
Or the
Gnomish
Gnomes?
people. But he definitely believes in his royal heritage, and so he joined the wizard school in this town.
Having a lot of lore knowledge, I'm just going to tell the audience there's no really big gnome princes, but we haven't told him at all. So
Mark, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Belfry.
Hey.
Yo! Sorry, Cameron, this time now.
So he's joined the wizard school fairly recently.
Uh-huh.
Mostly they just use him to lift heavy objects because he's stronger than everyone.
Totally.
and much taller.
Much
You
taller.
have led to the improvement, like the market improvement of the gnome community.
We now have buildings.
Oh yes.
There are new buildings. There are things actually stored on the
On the
high
top
shelves.
shelves.
Yeah.
And he's the star athlete on the gnome
Oh my
wizard
gosh.
football team. Like, they say it's a little unfair, but man, and he's not there for an academic. I mean, he's got an academic scholarship, not a sports scholarship.
Right.
He's smart, but
You're
you
just
know,
playing.
he's just playing. He's not good at basketball though. The gnomes are constantly beating him at that. He's just
dunking on you all the time.
completely uncoordinated when it comes to basketball.
That's all right, because well, you have. It's got to pick up some things, you know.
Right.
You can, and,
Well, and like gnomish basketball hoops are like 5 feet tall or something, right?
Right,
So
right.
he has to like drop it down into it or like bend over, and he's always
They're-
just missing.
They're doing like windmill slams.
Yeah.
And 360 no scopes right into the
They're,
hoop.
they're just dribbling right between his feet.
You don't play much
Yeah.
sports, do you?
360 no scopes from the 3-point line.
I feel like
Nailed it.
I feel like JR's
I-
way of talking about sports comes from mostly me talking about sports, and I do refer to things like 3-pointers as 360 no scopes, so I feel like that I'm somewhat
Yeah.
responsible for this.
We need to play NBA Jam. That's what we need.
Oh,
I'm
Boom,
down.
shakalaka.
When so maybe if we encounter a monster where you can only defeat them by
Right, right.
making a sick 3-pointer, we'll switch to NBA Jam for the mechanics.
Right.
But until then, we're stuck with D&D.
Now.
So have you
Gnomes
guys?
have a lot of history.
So Lux, you've settled on Fey Pact as your patron for your warlock.
Mhm.
Have you do you get any kind of cool abilities from that?
I could have if I had wanted to
Ah.
take Fairy Fire or a different spell that I also don't care about.
What
as
have
my
you taken
starting
instead
spells.
as your starting spells?
I've taken Eldritch Blast, which is a warlock cantrip, which
Great.
does a certain amount of damage that I need to borrow one of the books to look up so I can write it down.
It does a D10 damage.
Thank you, Dr. Joe.
You're welcome.
And then it's the attack roll, and then my attack is plus charisma and proficiency, right?
Yes.
Okay then. And then I got Mage Hand, which allows me to put 5 pounds of pressure on things and pick things up, and
Yes.
etc.
Excellent.
Um,
Especially useful for a grifter like yourself.
Exactly so. You can beat me at poker, but I will leave with your wallet.
I put 5 pounds of pressure on his shoulder. Indefinitely.
It's just.
I don't know. It's just like my shoulder is just constantly aching. Like,
Is this your card? Yeah, whatever. As long as what's going on with my arm?
I don't understand. Like, my arm keeps falling asleep.
You're actually not that good at card tricks. Everyone just sort of agrees so they can try and figure out what's happening.
I need to see a doctor. Yeah, I press like on the right here. It's like I think I'm having a heart attack. And then I grabbed Arms of Hadar, which summons creepy, grabby arms from another dimension, which at first sounded too scary to be in character, and then I realized that like those arms could do some hilarious grabbing of ankles and things. So I went from scared of it to very into it, and then I grabbed Unseen Servant, which summons up a sort of an invisible butler, basically. It can't like fight or do many things, but it could like grab a broom or trip a guy.
Excellent.
Or lay down and create a small invisible bridge that I could walk on.
Oh, that's an interesting. I hadn't even thought if that spell could do that.
Yeah, so those are my 4 spells that I have, and I love them all very much. And
They're so cool.
they're really nice, and they're my friends.
Someone's got to be.
Yeah.
Matt, how about you? Do you have any class features that you want to talk about?
No.
Okay.
No, I
Well,
won't.
that's great. That's great TV, is what that is.
Right?
Way to engage with the audience
Right,
there.
Good improv.
Oh,
Alright,
that's fire.
so as a bard, a lot of my abilities come through. So I have spellcasting and bardic inspiration at first. Spellcasting, a lot of the bard spells are, like I think I mentioned, maybe not. I'm going to be mostly non-combative. I'm going to hang out in the back and cheer my team on and tell them they're doing great. And a lot of the spells I'm going to use are going to be mostly enchantment spells to get enemies to stop attacking one way or another.
Okay.
So the bardic inspiration is going to be probably what I do the most. And at first level, I can affect one creature other than myself, and then for the next 10 minutes, they get to re-roll, what is it, D6, I think at first?
Sure.
Yeah, they get to roll a D6, and then whenever they want, they get to add that to whatever ability check, attack roll, or saving throw that they make within the next 10 minutes. So basically it's like, hey, you're great, I believe you can do the thing. And then at one point in the next minute, they'll be like, that bard told me I'm great, and you know what? I can do it.
So you're basically like a motivational poster.
Yeah.
You're like, hang in
Right.
there.
Hang in there with the kitten.
You don't have to be crazy to work here, but it helps.
But it
Just a walk and talk and Inspirobot.
Right, yeah, so that'll be me, and then as we gain levels, that ability will get better and cooler and more fun. And then, like I said, a bunch of my spells are going to be mostly...
And then, do you have to pick what bardic college you're a part of?
Not yet. That is level 2.
Oh, okay, cool.
I believe. 3.
Well,
And
that
level
card
3.
is.
Most of them, except for wizards, are 3.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Or clerics. Clerics and warlocks are
Yeah, some of the spellcasters get
8
it.
o'clock
Yeah.
day one.
Yeah, so when I get to choose a bardic college, I can either be better at making my friends fight, or I can be better at casting spells.
I wonder which
It's sort
one
of
will go with.
right. It's sort of the so the bonus of more spells is because spells are also really good at like making people not fight. Like I could do calm emotions and stuff like that. And I actually haven't figured it out yet, but I do really like the one where you can insult people and make them do worse.
Oh,
Because that worked out really well last time.
Vicious mockery.
Yeah, vicious
Yes.
mockery or
Vicious
something.
mockeries.
And it's basically bardic inspiration, but it
Choice.
works backwards against the enemy.
Does the bard have access to my favorite spell of all, which is Grease?
No.
It's the best spell in the game.
I know. I can't believe that Warlocks didn't have it. I thought about redoing this entire character as soon as
Just
I realized that.
I don't see it anywhere.
Oh, I think Wizards get Grease.
Wizards have access to grease.
Wizards have grease.
Speaking of wizards,
Bum, bum, bum. Speaking of wizards,
hey, speaking of
Yeah,
wizards,
no one. Matt's been hogging the book.
Oh,
what's that book?
I got
Yeah, you got that book.
Greetings to our friends over at Rage Select. We're
Hey.
glad to have you in the chat.
Hey,
So, I
Rage
mean,
Select.
Hey,
Hey.
friends at Rage Select.
Welcome.
wizards
Glad to
cast
have ya.
spells. There's not much going on at wizard first level.
Yeah, it's-
You
Yeah.
really get that at second level. So I will have
See,
some spells.
maybe we could start at second level. and you're just
Or
Maybe-
third level, because nothing interesting happens before third level.
Maybe if you guys hurry up and finish your characters, we can get the show on the
All
road.
right, fine. Here,
Whew,
whatever.
cracking the
Oh,
whip, Junior.
alright.
And on that note, it is now 7 o'clock.
All right, so we will take a short break so that these guys can finish up their characters, and when we come back, we will set out on the road to adventure. Will everyone die?
On the road
Almost
again.
certainly. Will
Yes.
we be doing this again?
Death for
Yeah,
everyone.
probably off camera. And you'll meet a whole new cast of characters after I've killed them all. Or they might. I guess they could survive the first encounter that I've got to throw at them. Either way, we'll find out after the break. So
Vicious
stick
rabbits.
around. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bye.
I just remember the name of the guy that I conned.
Oh,
Jeff.
It's Baron Clovis Heartsteel.
I love it. I love it. Are we?
And then I've stolen his
Yeah.
identity.
No, we're still here.
We're still here because I'm silly.
I love Baron Clovis Heartsteel.
Yeah.
10, so 10 times 10 is 100.
And we are back. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a good
Wait,
break.
wait.
Oh.
Now you're back.
That was using
And
math, I
we're
just added an
back.
extra one.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that you are enjoying yourselves.
Woo!
Wait, everyone,
Somebody
look at-
gave Abe caffeine.
Yes, someone gave Abe caffeine, and
Took
it
his
is-
pants off.
It was just this water, actually.
It is after midnight, so we'll
All
have
right,
to be careful.
we've had 100 bits donated for DM permission to do a thing.
Ooh, okay. What permission would you like?
There's a request from one of our adventurers. I believe his name is Solstice.
Uh-huh.
He is requesting permission to change his charisma.
Oh,
I need one more charisma. That's all I need. And someone donated. That
What's
seems.
your-
I don't know, 50. That's that.
What's
100,
your-
It's cheating. He has a
that's
mythical
dollar.
interface
I don't
with
feel like a
Ether
dollar
to
is
get
enough to
extra
influence
outside.
something that
so
great.
what's your
It's
charisma
19 right now.
Aw.
Oh.
And if I could add one to
It's
it.
only the highest stat in the party.
Interestingly enough, though, I believe there is
As
a
much as I
rule
hate him, I'm just driven
at
to like
character
him.
creation that says you can't start with anything higher than an 18.
No,
I
no,
believe-
20 is the highest it can
Well,
go.
20 is the highest it can
But
go.
I think you can't on a first level character.
But
version.
at character creation, you can't get above an 18.
Somebody find the rule for
It
us.
looks like it's
you're
backfiring.
going
Hold on. Let me see.
Find the rules.
I mean,
let me see.
Find
he's the
them.
game master. We don't need a rule. He said that's the rule. That's the rule.
But if not, alright, if that's not a rule though,
That's
is
the
that
rule.
okay?
Let's.
It's just charisma.
It's just everything that
It's
your
just the
character
stat that adds to
does.
everything that I do.
Yeah.
This is out of every stat that could be power gamed around, charisma is
The best.
Is the
No.
best.
Is
It's
the
hands
best.
down the best.
No.
If you are
charisma is
are trying to
hands down
convince me
the
otherwise.
best power gaming stat.
No, it is absolutely not. I wholly disagree.
Make your case for it not being the absolute best while I consult my handbook.
Considering especially the rest of my alright, so I got decent dexterity.
Okay.
But I have 2 10s and 2 12s. So in terms of power balance, I'm not going to really be a powerhouse anyway. And I'm specifically non-combatant. So I could have put that like in strength or something and just done massive amounts of damage.
or dexterity.
Or dexterity and just be like a super
Well, 'cause
finesse
you could
fighter.
Yeah, exactly.
But instead, I chose to go for the roleplay route, which, for an entertaining sort of experience that we're doing here, is just win-win for everyone.
Uh-huh.
Because the more that I get to pull off wacky shenanigans, like convincing the Elder Demon that maybe he should be our friend, that's just good TV.
Uh-huh.
Killing him is boring. Tricking him into being our friend, that's a fun time.
Or tricking him into giving us.
Nah, I mean, well, that would be second. Because, I don't know. It depends what the goal was.
I like getting things.
I like having friends.
Well,
All I want is friends.
that's the difference between me and
All
you.
I want.
But
But I am but a player in your world, so whatever you say goes.
It's true. So
Also, if I can't have this 19, I need to shuffle stuff around anyway.
no.
Wolf Priest says, plus charisma is good at barbecues in some parties.
It
Everyone loves
absolutely
barbecues.
is.
We're in Texas. People love barbecues here.
People
Especially
love-
this weekend
And-
because 4th of July.
I like to party.
So
We are not unlike the Venga Boys.
Oh, good. You went there. Wow.
We like to party. We like to party.
They're the
We
people that
like
made
to
the song
party.
that the Six Flags guy dances to.
Nothing good boys are coming. Nothing good boys are coming.
There is also, if you go to the dark corners of the internet or just YouTube, you can find
Same
you
thing.
can find a remix of that song that is peppered in with quotes from There Will Be Blood, and it is perhaps the worst thing ever. But
I
it's also
love the
amazing.
internet so much.
I almost bought a T-shirt that I found today on the internet
Oh.
that said, "The only music I listen to is Death Grips mashups over footage of GoldenEye for N64 gameplay."
That is an oddly specific
Yeah.
T-shirt.
Yeah, it was from the Facebook group. Heavily very specifically targeted advertisements.
So I will let you keep your 19,
All
but
right.
no 20.
Well, thank you for everyone who cheered that.
Thank you to our
Isendar has
mysterious
just
donor.
donated 50 more bits because pencils spin.
Ooh.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are
making
spinning.
money.
Right.
D100 Pathfinders, thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Belfry.
Welcome.
Welcome.
We are
We like
about to
Pathfinder.
embark on our quest. So, how's everyone doing?
I've reached part 2 that's entitled Playing of the Game.
I'm good.
I need to check some Johns. Do you check anything?
I just need spells. So I
I need to check spells and.
I don't get spells until the 2nd level,
So,
so I'm not even gonna bother. I'm gonna be alive.
Real quick, let's go around and talk about what you guys have. Everyone can be assumed to have an adventurer's kit. You're all adventurers.
Yay.
What's your weapon of choice, Francisco?
Well, I think the only one I've been given is a staff.
You should get one. You should get one for being
bow
a ranger. Yeah, you should.
No, the
get-
ranger gets a staff.
Yeah.
You should
Skeptical,
get a ranged,
that's true.
You should get a ranged
Yeah,
weapon option as
you
well.
almost
Page
certainly-
136 in the giant book.
No, it's under the No, it's under the class page.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Glasses.
Backgrounds
That's
give you
way
equipment.
in the
90
beginning.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It should tell you like your background and your class both determine. So have you guys all picked backgrounds?
Yes.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
Oh,
it.
my
Excellent.
favorite part. I love background.
Yeah, these are some of my favorite things in the game as well. They are like
scale mail or feather.
Yeah.
they determine
Oh, I
who
missed
your
that whole
character
section.
is,
Yeah,
and
longbow.
they let you pick some interesting quirks about your personality, about how you relate to the world, about stuff that's probably gone wrong in your life. So let's go around and talk backgrounds. Those of you who have got them picked out.
I'm an entertainer, so I have the ability by popular demand, which I did not write down the specifics of, but I'm pretty sure it just lets me find any sort of lodging in a tavern where I'd be willing to perform for the night. I think that's it. But then also one of the, I don't remember the term, but you have to like pick what sort of entertainer you are, and storyteller is among them. So, there you go.
Excellent. You are a storyteller.
Yes.
Perfect.
I would just like to point out the hilarity of a gnome ranger having a longbow.
Right?
Right.
Bow
It is
probably-
relative. My
probably
longbow
taller
is
than
like 4 feet long.
Oh, but you
It's
never
how
know
I
many
use
buttons
it,
it's
people,
on.
not the size of my bow.
I mean, it could be, weighted on the top.
Yeah, it could be weighted on the top.
Isendar says a
Like a
bard's
key
weapon is called a begging cup.
Hey.
Oh!
Yes!
You burn.
And since you are just a horrible
To
cover
be fair,
band,
that burns you in game life, but that burns me in real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So accurate.
Woo, too real.
I am about. I can talk about my background really quick.
Yeah, talk about your background.
Before I find my equipment and stuff.
I'm gonna do spells while you do that.
Yeah, sounds good to me. I am the charlatan,
Mm-hmm.
which means I am a sneaky, lying. You'll hear me describe myself with these words constantly because they're the only ones that I really have. A sneaky, lying cheater guy.
slept with people.
And that gives me a couple of cool things. It lets me start with a couple of kits for tricky stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I have a forgery kit and a disguise kit. I also have the tools for my favorite grifts, which are marked cards and a fake signet ring.
Ah, excellent.
And I have the feature of false identity, which, as I was talking about before I went to break, is the stolen identity of Baron Clovis Hardsteel, the mayor of Neverwinter.
Excellent.
Um,
I assume you also, in addition to having his awesome like cloak collar, you probably stole a signet ring.
yes, exactly. That is the falsified signet ring that I have.
So do you have any names for like your favorite grifts, like the Bishop's Dilemma or?
Yeah, sure. There's a couple. There's the classic the Elven handbag. One of those.
Yeah.
There's the gnomish joystick.
The gnomish joystick. And let's have one more.
One more
Sometimes
real
when a gnome
quick.
is all by himself, all he has is
Whoa.
There's yeah, well, that's sort of part of the trick. And then let's go with there's the Neverwinter Shuffle.
And the Neverwinter Shuffle, all classic gambits which everyone knows about, and that old grift.
The Neverwinter Shuffle, make them look over here while the real action's over here.
Exactly.
That's a joke from the lucky number 11. I just subbed it in Neverwinter for Kansas City.
How about you, Francisco? What's your background?
Well, it gave me a lot of my background earlier, you know. So like.
Well, yes, but I mean,
yeah.
did you pick a background from the book?
Yeah, well, other than, you know, being the fact that I am an outlander and coming from the forest.
Excellent.
So that threw me a couple fun things, right? So that provided me with a staff that I'm probably never going to use.
Right.
Added to my overall knowledge of foresty creatures, which is kind of ironic.
Uh-huh.
I have a trap, a
Uh-huh.
hunter's trap, which is kind of fun. You know, so.
So if you've been provided with a staff, is it like a personal assistant, or you know, do you have some?
This would be one of wood, and in my case, probably about a little bit taller than this pencil.
And how about you, Abe?
I'm a folk hero. Obviously, after my adoption by the gnomes, I became a hero to them because I could put things on the top shelf. I could
Wow.
clean things out. When
Wow.
there was like large animals that needed to be taken care of, they called on me, their favorite son. So
You are the like star quarterback
I am.
of the Wizard School's football team.
He's actually the center.
Aw.
Yeah, his dexterity not so good, but the brutish just blocking power.
I mean,
It takes like
that's
9, 10 gnomes just to
the
get
whole
pushed
team.
out.
Yeah.
I just reached my arms out and just pushed the whole thing back.
And when you've got 9 or 10 gnomes working towards the quarterback, everyone's just wide open.
Classic
football strategy.
Yes.
A sport that I understand.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, so this has gained me animal handling proficiency because
Uh-huh.
I'm really good. Do you not have handling? Am I better at handling animals than the ranger?
You are. I have
Perfect.
no animal handling.
Delightful.
I ironically have athletics.
Oh, there you go.
Delightful.
Yeah. So I was really good at like.
I'm the most athletic 3-foot tall, 40-pound creature ever.
You know, that's fine. It's relative.
It's like Yoda with a lightsaber.
Exactly.
That's athletics.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually, I'd say that's more acrobatics.
That's a
All
little
those,
bit
okay, yeah.
Imagine
That's
it has
fair.
breathing control to do that. He
But
wasn't
yeah,
even
so
gassed when he finished.
I'm the hero of the local gnome community.
Right.
But I never forgot my roots. I'm a man of the people, even though I know that I'm nobility.
He knows it.
royalty at heart. I know that. Yeah.
He knows it.
I know
Uh-huh.
it. So I have my trusty shovel, which was too short for me. But my wizard staff was also too short for me, so I've just combined them into my
Into your
shovel staff. But it's
I like
good
it.
for bucking out stables and casting spells.
Excellent.
And then I did gain proficiency also at land vehicles. So if you need to drive any
Oh my god.
like war carts,
Amazing.
chariots, or
Suddenly
anything
we
like
join
that.
NASCAR.
Yeah, I'm great at that. If there's like a crashed ship, that's technically a land ship.
Then
I
you
could take it. Yeah.
No. Yes.
No.
Gnome.
No. Yes.
Huh?
Ah.
Wait. If we drive it across a plane, can we then sing Gnome Gnome on the range?
Oh yes, we can.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
No,
on
there's
the
like a little
range. We're the bugbear.
Yeah, I didn't know
I
that.
just started with 15.
Like
Frost
the
monsters.
Now I have 1 of 5. You might want to use this table.
Way.
Cool.
It's for you,
Oh,
it's
for
a
gold.
bard, it's
Yeah.
5d4 times 10.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys
how
will
I got 100 extra
You
gold for
guys will
finding
have
that
some
table.
gold to
Yeah, I
play
got
around with.
9.
But that stuff won't matter too much. So, okay, did you find out if you have a weapon or not?
I do. I have many weapons.
Okay.
I have more weapons than I think a gnome needs.
Well, what are
Besides my staff,
Uh-huh.
which is ridiculous because it's too big, and I
Sure.
gave it to him to make his shovel staff even bigger, because he is quite tall.
Sure.
I have 2 short swords.
they? Oh,
I have a longbow,
okay.
which is a relative term.
Sure.
Okay. I have 20 arrows.
So, just quandary. If
Mhm.
you were to put your longbow
Yes.
next to, say
my actual longbow in real life.
someone's short bow,
Yes.
how similar would they be?
In their form and function, amazingly
in their
so.
size. In their size.
In their size.
Dimensionally speaking.
Almost identical
Okay.
because I actually hold it sideways when I shoot it. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Matt, what do you use weapon-wise?
I have a rapier, but I don't really even know how to use it. Like, I understand the principle that, like,
Maybe.
pointy end goes into other man, but
I
I
the same could be said for
yeah,
life.
I never use weaponry. I don't like it. I find it detestable.
Excellent. Abe, you described your possessions.
My weapon is my mind. obviously.
Exactly. Lux?
Yes.
What?
When it comes to martial items, I'm rocking with a hand crossbow and a sickle.
Excellent choice. So,
the weapons of the proletariat.
let's
sick, man.
While you guys are finishing up and finalizing your character stuff, let's go ahead and get started.
Yeah,
you
all
guys
right. I'm done
are
with it.
I need one more thing, and then I need my armor class, which I think is going to be 15.
you guys are gathered in town. There's been a recent caravan come through, and they have brought new merchandise to market. So maybe you guys came in to check them out. You guys have gathered in the Inn of the Frozen Fish. They are not the most imaginative names in this town, but they've got plenty
They
of
have
you.
fish sickles.
That you
My
are
favorite
probably
fish.
all enjoying some fresh caught fish stew.
Do they have octopops?
Yes,
Octopops.
they are currently sold out of octopops.
No.
What about nigiri?
Also currently sold out. They got fish stew, or they have
What else?
leftovers.
He was trying to learn his fish, but all he learned was types of sushi. It's like, well, I'm really good at identifying sushi now.
I wish to speak to the dragon roll.
I mean, it's not even like he's like good at identifying sushi. That's a pretty easy one to call.
You guys are hanging out in the tavern, enjoying yourselves a fine meal, when you hear a commotion from outside.
That's probably nothing. I go back to
Almost certainly.
I see no need
First
to
off,
deal with
this
that.
fish
Right.
stew is
That's nothing of
delightful,
our
and we
concern.
should absolutely enjoy our fish stews.
Sure.
And
What
it
kind
is
of commotion?
amazing how very creative our lives are, that we are starting our adventure in a tavern.
Oh,
It's just so-
I've never heard of something like that
It's just
before.
crazy.
It's crazy.
Go
Yeah.
ahead and make a perception check.
That will give me an 11.
You want to toss me a 20 right,
Yeah,
right
we
quick?
But no, as soon as I hear any sort of commotion, I would definitely go see what's up.
All right.
Because I can't stand people in danger.
Go ahead and use.
Although I won't really.
Hey,
much about
Matt,
it.
will you quit hogging the dice tray and
Hey,
let us
whoa.
use that?
Oh, snark.
Shots
Yeah, I
fired.
think that I want to roll perception check and see what's going on.
Yeah.
But I think that my nice forward. But I think that my instinct would be to
Are you not
to
supposed to
check it
let
out
me
from a
talk?
safe distance, and figure out who I can grift once it's over.
Excellent.
But
Excellent.
perception-wise, that is a perception's just it's plus my proficiency bonus, right?
Yeah, if you have training in the skill.
Which I do.
Okay,
So
then, yeah, it's
that
your
is
proficiency and your wisdom.
so same. So 18.
Excellent.
Hold on, if I have to be interested at all.
You don't have to.
Woo!
I guess I'm interested.
Well, at least you certainly noticed.
I certainly noticed, and I may know quite a bit about it from a weasel-looking bird that
Uh-huh.
just came and told me,
Excellent.
because that is how I find out most of my knowledge about things.
A bird, a weasel-looking bird.
A weasel-looking
Tells you
bird.
A wingless
It
furred
had-
bird
It had
with.
wings, but a very long body, and therefore weasel.
Yeah. No, fair enough. You
Shifty
guys.
eyes, right?
You guys.
Shifty-eyed
hear-
weasel bird.
You guys hear what sounds like one voice shouting very loud outside, and sort of the commotion of people. Actually, Lux, you'd be familiar with this of people kind of getting their children away from the crazy person.
That does sound like something I know about.
Also,
I don't know if that's an OOC joke or a.
I mean, aren't you like at least
real
one
quick.
half almost like a real elf?
Before we go much further, we are at the Razor's Edge. Do you guys have characters' names? Because we have a fancy graphic that will hold them.
I do.
If
I
not,
do.
No.
I
if
do.
not, it's chat's time to,
Oh, yeah.
to get
So
stuff.
Matt,
I forgot.
What's your character name?
Yeah, let's start.
Looks like we're going
you
to the
guys
channel.
will be amazed at the name I've come up with.
Fifth
there
word
is-
on the next page.
there is
Fifth word on the next
no
page.
way
Just start typing them into
that
the
you
chat
would-
now,
Just
guys.
Throw them into the chat and they're
Edinburgh Humperdinck.
yeah,
That's
if you guys want
good.
to chip in some
Yeah.
names, I wouldn't object. Until then,
Utras Leroy.
I
taking too long. Who
Will.
else?
I am
They called him Brian
Ravener
Cage.
Sheppen.
Ravener Sheppen.
Yes.
How do you spell Sheppen?
Scheppen. According to the manual, it is a common surname for.
Scheppen.
There we go. Yes.
Excellent. Ravener.
Ravener
Sheppen.
Sheppen.
A gnome ranger.
Yes.
Excellent. Doo-doo-doo-doo. That's one name down.
Ah,
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I thought you were supplying a name for Matt, so I wasn't paying attention.
Oh no!
No, Matt. Matt.
This was for
Matt
real,
has no
Jen.
name for
I'm
himself.
sorry, Frank. Give that to me again.
I am Ravener.
Yo.
Last name Sheppen. S-C-H. Common spelling. S-C-H-E-P-P-E-N.
Yeah, the common spelling.
Not like those northern
And
Sheppens.
you're a what now?
A gnome
I
ranger.
am a gnome ranger. A forest gnome ranger. Specifically.
And Abe?
Well, like most people who know Mr. Shen, I have taken many names for myself.
Absolutely.
So I
Here are
am
all of them.
Barnabas, Annabelle, Goodwater, Hawthorne, Merriweather, Jr., up the South Market Merriweather's Golden Meads children.
Oh, I love
Oh, it
that.
took almost to the very end for Jen to look like she wanted to stab you in the throat. But
She's gonna cut you.
And that's just for now.
Not
we
that.
might add some more
to
names.
that.
I need some nicknames or something.
We'll see what fits
Yeah,
in
I
the,
get nicknames later.
in the square. Lux, you got a
Yeah, I
character name?
do. It's I'm going with
And you're, I'm sorry, what are you?
A Goliath?
Oh, Goliath the Wizard.
Yes.
I was raised by gnomes.
I'm gonna rock with Alamar Velcro.
Alamar Velcro.
Yeah.
Excellent. Is that with a C or a K?
With a C.
Excellent.
With a W?
With a W.
Yes. This makes sense.
But in the beginning.
And you are a what?
I am a half-elf warlock.
He's not quite a real creature.
Alright, Matt, we've stalled enough.
Yeah,
As
You're
long
like
as
the
we
1/3 of an
possibly
actual
can.
biped, so chill
No,
out.
that's fine. I am going to
He is
be
only half
named...
I think if you're going with Gaza, you should totally make Strith your last name.
No, that's
weird.
Is that,
And we
is that
just
one of the
reduced
suggestions
us.
we've gotten
Although
from the
it's-
chat?
one of the suggestions was Gaza.
Well, though, to be fair, you're at your elf and human sides are constantly in battle. So
Right, no.
this strip does make a little bit of sense. I hate myself for that joke.
It's a little dark.
I'm
You
gonna
feel like, oh, Gaza.
I went there first.
No, so I'm
Yes,
taking
you're-
If that was the
a
movie.
elven first name, and I think I will be going with Perrin, P-E-R-E-N. And then for my last human name, let's go with something fun and something human, something like real.
Smith.
Yeah,
Smith.
Grey Castle.
And
It's on there.
have you ever met a human named Greycastle?
It's listed in there.
I've
That
seen a
makes
lot
it
Of the
human.
Winchester Grey Castles, yes.
I was named after the color
And then
and
you're
building
half
type
elf
in
what?
which I was born.
I'm
We're adventuring
Jim
We don't like those white
Darkhead.
castles.
And
First
they are-
off, goes right through you.
We are adventuring in the town of Winter's Haven.
Or Winter Shaven.
Or Winter Shaven. or Winters have N? There is much debate among the local drunken populace.
Winter Shaven.
It is in fact one of these
Winter
friendly
Shaven.
debates that has overturned one of the tables and momentarily drowned out the noise from outside. But it sounds like someone is shouting. You can't quite hear exactly what they're saying, but the tones of someone announcing that the end is nigh are very familiar to at least half of this party, I'm going to say.
Why, I am like
Yeah, I
40.
guess from the big
It's
city.
Crazy Jacob again.
Those waggy dudes.
What do you guys do?
I go. I'm at least gonna go see what's up.
All right.
Is
I'll
it Crazy
stab
Jacob
it.
again?
It is
I'll
someone
stab the
very
scenario.
like Crazy Jacob. In fact, it is Crazy.
Not Jake.
No, there is a man who is clothed all in furs. He's got like wild hair, all covered in snow.
Is he very tall or
A
short?
little bit. He is of average height.
Of average height. Okay, I might
and-
be able to speak to that creature. I think it's a bear.
and he is currently walking with the
It's
aid.
so fucking tiny.
There's a
I
Y.
put the whole.
Oh, yeah,
Very
the
well.
whole thing in there?
Uh,
Oh, that's
Hey,
good.
he asked for it, alright?
and
There's a Y where?
Meriwether.
this man
There's a Y.
is
Are you actually
Oh.
correcting the spelling on that?
Of course.
it's humorous.
It's
Have
an
you not
illegible.
met her?
Character identity is very important.
Guys, we can
I'm
do
looking at it
We've
right
got the
here, and I can
technology.
barely read it.
We have the technology, so we may as well use it.
Yeah.
At any rate,
She
this,
left off of the south part.
this crazy man is shouting and spluttering, and he says,
Oh, look how
you catch like snippets of what he's saying, and you can hear things like, "Doom has awoken in the ruins. Strange lights, souls consumed. Everyone, you're all doomed."
Is this the first time we've seen
Yeah, you
such
guys have
rampant
not
craziness?
seen this guy here before.
All right, I will approach and attempt to calm him.
Excellent.
I assume with just a persuasion check.
Sure.
Unless I just can just do that.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay.
First roll, second roll of the game, make it count.
All right. Yeah. All right. That is a 24.
Excellent. You kind of
I'm back.
is that
No.
So give me a little bit of what you do.
All right. I will run up and give me like sort of a general like what stance is he in?
So he's sort of leaning on a staff that he's kind of walking with. He's draped in furs. He's more hanging onto it
Okay.
and ranting like out of his mind. Like,
Sure.
Doom, ruins.
All right.
Like
Like you do. All right. That said, I will go and stand next to him and sort of have my arm on like the lower part of his neck here, and I will say, "Excuse me, well, please calm your nerves. We are here to help, and but I need to be able to know what you saw in these ruins. So we
You
can-
can't help.
Well, never mind then.
Doom has come for us all.
What have I told you about these humans?
He says
They
at
get
first,
like 50, 60, they're quite
crazy.
idiots.
but then he kind of looks at you a minute and says, "Well, okay."
It's just that easy."
I guess I was a little overreacting.
Right, I was like, dude, chill,
Maybe I got
okay?
carried away a little bit.
So,
I'm glad
I
you've
had
seen
data
the error
though.
of your ways.
I just
They were just shouting to you.
I was
exploring.
I was
And they just
exploring
gave
the ruined city, trying to find some food. I have been on my vision quest journey, where I stay out in the woods and don't eat anything and get some vision of the future.
Okay.
What?
Is that a typical thing we do here?
There's a. It's what
Eating
the-
is great, though.
It's what the druids do.
Oh, druids.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I've heard stories of these druids.
I am a druid.
Oh.
And then make a perception check.
Perception.
Well, this is happening.
That's wisdom.
Would it be
Yes.
all right for me to find the most sort of distracted-looking individuals and mage hand some, just like mage hand a little juice, like you know.
Absolutely. We'll go ahead and make a sleight of hand roll for me, and I'll give you advantage on this. But while you are doing that, back to you. You got a 5, so you don't hear him mutter under his breath, "Initiate," after he says that he is a druid. So as far as you know, he is a druid and not an initiate or anything else.
Sure.
I am a
Druids
druid.
are awesome.
All right, I got a 16 on my sleight of hand.
I was seeking out a place to meditate and commune with nature and learn of the mistakes.
And you chose the ruined city?
Yes.
Have you not heard of the horrible tales that have come from that ruin?
No.
They're super
There's a
bad.
lot of them.
Oh, well, they're all accurate because there's something awake in there. I saw it. I saw an eerie light, and there was a voice that chanted and it sounded
No,
terrible
everyone
and-
knows about the haunted voice that enchants.
Oh.
But
So
I know, but
you're
yes, tell
saying
them.
this is nothing to worry about.
No, it's definitely
I
something to
shouldn't worry about the
So
This is delicious.
The best stew.
You're saying I shouldn't worry about all the
By
rogue
the way,
figures
have
I
you
saw.
noticed?
No. See, what you need to be worried about
Rumpicus over
is
here,
resting
the
those old
half-human
bones.
stealing things.
Let me
I'm
take
not
you into
that
the...
old. I'm just
You
a
haven't
little bit
know.
haggard.
I totally have.
Haggard is just a nice way to say old, so
Is
I'm
I
going
will
to check
lead-
if I
I will
can
lead
see
him
if he's
I'm
into
17.
targeting people with his elven fingers trick.
Hey guys, since everybody is operating off of the same microphone, can we not crosstalk?
Okay,
Like,
thank you.
I mean, if two people are interacting with each other and that's the main, that's fine. But let's not have two separate conversations going on
Luna,
because then
you two.
everybody just muddles everybody over.
Stew Brothers. I
I
will...
must separate you two.
Sit over here and stew in
So
our
you-
own
What
you
was
juice.
I
lead
doing?
him-
Right, yeah,
you
so
lead
I'm
him
leading
inside.
him into the tavern to try to calm him down and get what information
now
I can.
that you kind of get him inside the light, like he's very bedraggled.
Sure.
But yeah,
I don't even know if that's a word.
it is.
It is.
He probably is only about 17. He just kind of carries himself a lot older.
Do I recognize him?
Yes. You would recognize him at least of carrying the staff of the local. There's like a circle of druids that lives in the nearby woods. They usually keep to themselves and have some more contact with the gnomes than the city. I should think. They are the guardians of the forest, and they just sort of mostly hang out and make sure that nothing crazy happens in the forest. Yes?
Is a druid a type of fae, or is he fae?
He is decidedly human. And a druid is more of a spellcaster than a type.
He's not a fae.
Y'all are racist.
They really are.
Yes. Yes, we are.
And so so how did you do real quick? Let's
child
resolve
interracial.
your.
I had a 16.
All right. Now, what were
dare
you
you.
kind of? You
Just-
were
I don't
seeing
know.
what you could.
Yeah, I wasn't even didn't even have a goal, just sort of like
Yeah.
almost like force a habit, just like, oh, all these people are looking one way, I better see if I can steal anything cool.
I better steal some stuff. You have stolen a letter with a wax seal on it.
Oh, bingo.
You
bingo.
You have also stolen a very sticky and covered in lint hard candy. It looks like someone's been saving that.
Okay, cool. I
in
give
their
that to Ravener.
Speaking of names, what do you want to be called?
Barnabas, Annabelle, Coldwater, Hawthorne, Merriweather Jr.
If you
of
don't
the
make it-
South Market Merriweathers.
What do we collectively
Butterbean's
want
children.
to call him?
Wait, what was it again? Barnabas?
Barnabas,
Oh, no.
Annabelle.
I think I'm on my own here.
No, if you don't give us a
Coldwater.
3-syllable word for a
Alright.
name, I'm just gonna call you Dan.
Goodwater, Hawthorne, Merriweather.
What was before Hawthorne?
Jr.
Goodwater.
Goodwater,
Mm-hmm. Hawthorne.
Hawthorne, Merriweather Jr.
My
the
money.
South
So
Sorry,
basically, if you
I
want to
asked.
do acronym style, it's Baghan.
That's what I was writing down to get that. Yeah, Baggin.
My money is on.
Let's call him Bags. Let's call him Bags.
I like that.
I like
that.
bags.
That's
Bags.
Call him Bags.
But see, a proper gnome would just add bags to his list of nicknames.
Oh, it's happening.
There it
cute.
is.
I really can't fit that on here.
That's okay. We'll.
There's not an option to make his name like too.
You
To
can't
be honest, you
multi-line
can't
it.
really fit what you have on there.
I know, but I'm gonna leave it because it cracks me up.
Perfect.
Yes.
Since he is a druid and he is in the woods all the time, are there any animals around that I could talk to that perhaps could tell me, since I'm new here, who he is? Or about his
yes,
character.
there is a you notice kind of clinging onto the furs. There is a very frightened looking squirrel.
So
It has-
everybody, I'm going to try to speak to the monkey that is currently on his furs.
It takes you a minute to notice that there is anything there. It is. I'm not even going to make you guys roll for this. You know that is not a monkey.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad I have that intuition about it.
Excellent.
I
What
think
do you want to say?
First, I will ask him through the magical squirrel language of pantomime, are you scared?
It kind of... You have speak with animals as a gnome, right?
Yes, but it is both through pantomime and sometimes words.
Okay, so the squirrel starts chittering back, and you understand it saying, Doom! Eerie lights! The end is upon us all! We're doomed!
The squirrel's in on it.
I don't know what the big human's been drinking, but he gave some to the squirrel.
I'm called Sylvester.
Is this the squirrel speaking?
Says the human.
Not this one.
Okay.
Well, Sylvester. Sit.
Oh, I thought you just like
smush.
smushed him.
I smush him into a bench.
He sits
Gently.
He sits down on a bench.
Have some stew.
Okay. And he starts eating some stew, and like step by step, over a few minutes, seems calmed down completely.
So what can you tell us of these ruins?
Well, I don't know. We're not really supposed to go there, which is kind of why I chose it as a place to go. I thought I would rebel against the druids, you know.
Damn kids today.
Being the rebellious youth that I am.
Clearly a youth.
As you speak, it sounds like you're getting older.
By the second.
Aren't we all?
No.
All right.
We're all reverse
All right.
aging.
Your wisdom must be like really high.
The difference
Yeah,
between
don't
the
check.
difference between these half elves is one, it's pedantic.
So, I saw a bunch of figures in strange purple robes, and some were in red robes, and they were marching around in the ruins, and they were all chanting, and there was light that was glowing, and I just sort of assumed it was doom.
What did they do to the squirrel?
The squirrel... Oh, you mean Franklin?
Are you sure there weren't other druids?
No, we don't wear robes. We wear furs and cloaks,
Could you?
and so, you know...
Never robes?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm druid.
We've been known sometimes.
Like I feel like that's really a traditional part of the druid aesthetic is
Oh, really? Well,
druidic
look, let me
robes.
level with you. I'm an initiate. This
Oh
was
man,
my
robes get all
initiation.
tangled up in the forest. Like you don't want that shit dry.
Most druids just run around naked.
That's true.
The
Or mud.
the
We like to
Undertaker's
wear
druids
mud.
do wear robes.
Mud. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Protects from mosquitoes.
cards on the table. I am just a new
Initiate?
initiate to the druids. I don't actually know if we wear robes or not. I guess you guys are raising some valid points.
Some questions for you, young druid.
Yeah.
You know, your race has a very short lifespan anyway, but
Do we?
even I have noticed
Oh, God.
that you
Am I
silly
dying?
humans, you don't look as old as you do when you're as young as you are. So,
As you claim to be.
I mean,
Yes,
he
so
does.
what has
he
happened?
looks like a just kind of a wild, wilderland type 17-year-old. Like,
but
looks.
you keep telling us that he's acting old. And
No, he's not
talking
acting old. That's just my voice, guys. It's-
I'm just a
What?
girl, but I sound like a Kathleen Turner.
I slam the
Wow.
table, making it jump again. Well,
You
I-
boys look very, very nice this evening.
I've never heard of anything like this in the area, and it does sound like it could threaten my people. So I, for one, think I'm going to go check it out.
Are there
And
any
I walk out the
fish
door.
that I could learn about on the way there?
but there's a river.
I
You
will.
could
I will go for the
Oh.
opportunity of learning about fish.
Sure, fantastic.
Could you perhaps mimic any of the chanting that you heard?
Yeah. It sounded like. And he starts droning.
Helpful.
The Franklin the squirrel, you'll note, has got his paws up and
Right.
also
Doing the harmony.
harmonizing.
Sure.
All right. While they're doing that, I start playing some bongos, and I'm getting into the beat. And then I realized it was like, wait, no, sorry, this is a serious matter. I got distracted.
Yeah, then like the demon sitting at the table next to me, and no one knows why.
Oh,
Gee,
yeah.
hey, what's going on?
Actually, as they start chanting,
Yeah.
you guys do kind of feel a slight rumble in the ground.
That's probably not.
I check my bongos to make sure they're still okay.
Doom! And then he starts eating the fish stew.
The causality with this guy is nuts.
Could you direct us towards these ruins?
Oh, yeah.
Would you guide us to these ruins?
Oh, I was afraid of that.
Could the squirrel guide us?
I
to the
can.
ruins?
Yeah,
trust him
Franklin
more
and
than
I
you.
can guide you. Maybe that'll help.
If it would help alleviate any concern, I promise my friends will probably not let you die.
I'm still not entirely convinced why I would want to do this. Honestly, even 1%.
I guess you don't really have to. If you wanted to try and help the town, I don't think anyone else is concerned about this. Your three friends seem to be sort of.
I think
this is the question more for the group. Is like, what the hell are you doing?
as an extremely neutral thing, I'm just gonna be like, we could probably also, just warn the people in the town that
sounds
a crazy
really
guy
boring.
with a crazy squirrel.
I guess-
I'm out the
Yeah.
door,
You're-
striding towards
You're
them.
trying to
I'm
build your
on board.
legend. You're going on like a river survey, I guess, and then like I guess you want a story.
Yeah, no, this sounds super rad. I'm into it.
Wait, we can we make any money?
I could give you a little bit from my trust fund.
It's a
guess.
trust fund druid.
Wait. Okay. Here.
I guess
do
unlike
this.
the other priests, they don't take
Let's
that
do
power.
this. Why don't we play a game?
Okay.
And if I win, you give me the necessary. I don't know how trust funds work in this town, but you give me
Basically,
the
I'm
necessary.
not from
the
this town.
fish
I'm
you can
from
see.
Neverwinter.
Oh,
Yeah.
beans.
My name is Sylvester Hardsteel.
Oh, beans.
Let me tell you a story.
No, let you not tell him a story.
So,
I'm your dad. Just kidding. No, here's what we'll do. I will help, but I'll need you. I'm gonna have a letter.
Could you trade in a signet ring for maybe information?
Could, won't. I'll go with you on the condition that you bring a letter. You're related to Baron Clovis Heartsteel, right?
That's
This isn't like a.
That's my uncle. He's the one that is kind of like the reason I have a trust fund.
Sure.
I'm out here to find myself though.
Okay, so double proposition. One.
Okay.
These are gonna be hard to reconcile. Okay. So proposition one, the more important of the two. I'll help you out.
Yeah.
If we solve this problem,
Great.
would you bring a letter to your uncle, telling him about how great I am?
That doesn't sound suspicious at all. Yeah, no, I'm down.
Okay, second, would you like to play a game, and if I win, you give me the login info for your little trust fund?
I don't understand what that means, but
The access code.
oh yeah. It just shows up magically in my coin pouch.
So I guess can you all take the coin pouch then?
I don't think that seems like a game I'd want to play.
yeah, you gotta give him at least something like,
Well,
if he wins, what does he get?
If you win, I will try very hard to help you, as opposed to just
Wait,
sort
but
of.
aren't you already
sort of
trying to help
half-assing
me?
No, I know. Well, that's
People
the
letter?
stakes. The stakes is if you win. Well, the letter's whatever.
I thought that was the whole reason you were gonna do this.
Yeah. Well, I'm reevaluating my priorities.
Okay.
is not going well.
No, you know what? I guess I won't try and. I'll just do it for the letter for now.
I mean, okay. Great, that sounds good.
Glad we got that settled.
I did those things out of work.
You'll just have to remember for next time.
Yeah. Well,
No.
I'm still getting used to trust funds. in
Uh-uh.
this context.
And magical pouches.
Yeah.
Where gold just showed.
There were a lot
No,
of
I mean,
plots.
that seems like a legit thing.
There were some real twists and turns.
Right.
We're all figuring ourselves out here.
What's the everyone's name? Oh, excellent. Alamar, you notice that Franklin is giving you the eye.
Hey.
No, more like the
I'll mage
Like
hand that squirrel and just sort of dangle it.
I have to intervene since he's.
Well,
ready.
and then I'll bring it over and just drop it on this little gnome friend's shoulder. As soon as I see him start to get upset.
He seems okay with this.
It's because I'm a gnome.
Yes.
You've got a monkey now.
I got a monkey.
Like, I see my
Uh,
you're half a pirate.
And so it is that you guys follow.
Anything to please the racist idiots.
So it is. So it is that you guys set out bickering amongst each other, following Sylvester.
I'm not bickering with anyone.
Catching up, trying your best to catch up to Barnabas, Annabelle, etc.
Good nice monkey.
Got a pet, I see.
Yes, I do.
You guys,
I'm not
you
even
guys
at level 3
catch
yet.
up after a while. Shockingly, Barnabas, Annabelle, etc. is heading off in the correct bags. Is heading off in the correct direction.
He's a fantastic internal compass.
Lived here all my life.
You
Well,
guys, in after a few hours of hiking, are in some ruins. Like you can see, like a few old statues, kind of at the edge of where this city was, and you can see buildings that have had their roofs caved in, that are open to the sky. You can see they're overgrown with, well, in the summertime they'd be covered with vines and plants and vegetation. Right now they're half buried in snow and rock. Yes?
Could I attempt a history check?
Sure.
Yoink. Yeah. 1.
All right.
We know these are old.
What is that?
You sure this is a place?
That gives me a 1.
A 1? Excellent. So you're pretty sure that this must have been the site of a historic battle. Maybe someone fought off and that's like where your train of thought just stops.
Yeah,
You're
no.
like, this reminds me of something.
This looks like a battlefield. All of these stone walls are where all of the stone golems must have fallen in a very precise pattern. It's the only reasonable excuse.
If it makes, there's a building over there they were all chanting in.
No, that's the corpses of stone golems.
Oh.
That's what that is.
Okay. I believe
But
you.
maybe it's worth checking out those corpses. Bags, if you'd like to approach.
I will do an arcane search of the area to see if there are any markings or patterns that could lead to some sort of summoning.
Cool. Excellent.
I have.
Let me know about those bodies.
I have an 8.
And
I'll throw down.
so,
I'll
since
do
you
an
guys
arcana
are in
search
a
as
new
well, actually.
location, I'm going to go ahead and set it up on the board here for us.
Allow me to roll an arcana as well, just to
So-
back up my friend Bags.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. I don't. Yours is better.
Yep.
Here's what he got. It's a 1.
Excellent.
I've got an 8.
I'm so mad I got the pouch letter combo in reverse order. Like a real dingo. Oh, while we're waiting, can I open that letter that I stole from the stranger?
Yes, absolutely.
All right,
So,
I do.
the letter that you stole from the stranger has some. Mostly, it talks about some kind of business deal that is supposed to be going down. It's got a lot of details about ordering some fish and supply guarantees and a lot of dry, boring, businessy things like that. But
Should have this letter before you left. I'm doing everything out of work.
Is it dried fish?
no, it's fresh fish or frozen fish.
All right, but what's the but here? The presumably non-boring part of the letter.
Yes,
Right.
but there's a non-boring part of the letter that speaks of needing to hurry things up because there is a time limit, and there's like a sense of urgency to all of this. It just seems a little bit fishy, shall we say.
Let's wrap this up quick because that sounds good to investigate.
So as you can see, we've got a city here. Feel free to go ahead and if you guys have got minis, you guys are coming in
Whereabouts
from
do we start?
that sort of edge.
I imagine we're all.
Yeah, let's go ahead and center this on the camera.
We might have to. Do we want to just skirt all the tiles?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go about.
You want to come towards me a little bit too?
Yeah.
Frame in the middle. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Setting up around here.
All right.
Got things to correlate.
That'll be my wizard for now.
Can I do an
Set him up.
investigation?
Was this here?
Something like that.
All right. Not being too picky about it.
No, where they kind of have collided with each other. They are. That's places where the buildings are ruined and stuff like that.
Sure. All right. How's that?
That seems great.
And then you fall off the iceberg into the ocean.
Fall
Right.
into the ocean,
And I speak to all the fish.
and
course you
Leonardo
do,
DiCaprio
Ariel.
is there.
And that's how you do
Oh
it.
no.
All right. So you guys are coming in from that part of town. Sylvester is along as well. Here's a Sylvester.
Stick him in the front. He's got a
And-
A
lead, right?
Sylvester, not the Sylvester. Suspicious.
Sort of in this area is where he claims there was weird chanting.
Hmm. Is
But
he
there's
still
nothing
talking?
there now.
Is he still talking right now, the Sylvester clown?
Probably not at this
Still
very
talking?
second.
Yeah. Is Franklin still trippy chapping?
And does he know anything about barbecue?
Because I would, I would totally like to check my
Well,
insight on Franklin the squirrel.
Franklin's barbecue is a subject he will talk about at length, but you have to wait 4 hours. You have to wait in line for 4 hours.
4 hours.
first.
Okay, got it.
It's a pretty limited knowledge joke.
Yeah, that's like super inside.
How about
Well, super inside.
how about some insight into is Franklin a truthful squirrel?
Okay, go ahead and give me an insight check.
Who's got a d20?
Oh my god, I hope he scrolls.
15.
15, and it's based on my wisdom. So what? Yeah,
But plus
18.
your, yeah. Plus your proficiency, too,
Uh,
right?
the-
Oh, plus my provision. I don't know what it's
Which is
supposed to
Plus
Two.
2. Yeah, so 20.
It does, in fact, seem like the squirrel is hiding something.
Is it nuts? Is he hiding
be. Is
nuts?
he hiding nuts? Because seriously, if that's the punchline, I may or choke a squirrel.
Is he hiding nuts? Is he hiding that he's nuts? Or is he hiding that he is actually a monkey disguised
Yes,
as a squirrel?
is the word nuts a verb, a noun, or an adjective?
So you guys are the ones.
Certainly hope it's on the
I
first.
just want to point out, you guys are the ones that said he is hiding nuts, and obviously he has done that. It's the winter, but also he is being cagey about something.
Ah, I see.
Like a caged monkey, cagey?
Side note for the interest of the players. Apparently Frank has been confused for Patrick Rothfuss by somebody in a side chat.
Perfect.
I am working on the third
Get-
book, I swear, just as soon as we finish this game.
Oh goodness.
That means I totally need to
All
go
right,
get a
if rocks
haircut.
fall, everyone dies. Go get to work on it now. Finish the
Oh,
book.
I dodged.
Okay, no.
What are you dodging?
The rocks that fell, so that you
Oh.
can go get to work on that book.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, you were.
Or the plot.
So yes, he is definitely not being completely open about its intentions. It's a squirrel, so that's kind of like a lot deeper than you might expect.
But I know
From a
squirrels
woodland creature?
and even monkeys. And is
Yeah,
he
you
like
actually
even from
don't
my
know
understanding?
squirrels.
Even
Right,
from my
that was the whole
understanding,
point
is
of
he all
this.
cagey?
yeah, there's something fishy about this guy.
Okay, even for a
Squirrel's a
squirrel,
fish.
this guy is a bit bonkers.
But you don't know he's a
I
squirrel.
thought it was a monkey.
Okay,
Yeah.
this woodland
Well,
creature.
what is it?
For
Yeah,
this,
come
this,
on, Raven.
this special monkey.
This is why we don't like half elves. Like
The
this
chat
is
would
this
also
is an
also like to
example.
note
This is-
that Abe's
it's so-
status as most
You're
glorious
racist.
beard has been usurped.
my what?
Yeah.
Oh.
The chat would like everybody to know that your status as most glorious beard has.
Oh, I know
also
it.
been
In the
usurped.
first time we were on screen
Yeah.
together, I said that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's acknowledged.
I'm
I
glad
told you,
shaved,
we-
so I don't have time.
Well, I don't-
Nova society is all about respecting our elders.
I don't understand why you guys are talking about Franklin. But I mean,
Because we're easily distractible.
okay.
You are a malleable druid!
Oh, all right. Initiate.
Would you like to buy some real estate?
Oh man, that actually might be helpful. Yeah.
He does have a trust
Let's
fund.
talk about that pouch.
Okay.
Is it oceanfront in Arizona?
Yeah, there's a.
Is it? What kind of property are we talking about?
Oh,
2 weeks out of the year, it can be all yours.
Well, no, ruined city. Would you like to
Oh wait,
purchase
hang
this?
on, hang on. I'm a druid. I'm supposed to eschew material possessions.
Damn.
This-
Okay, would
Well,
you
then
like
you
some shoes?
What's the
That
elegant?
is dumb.
Is his
Certainly so.
purse not material?
What?
Isn't his purse a material possession? We should totally help him.
We can put some shoes on a table. That's,
Well,
that's,
I
that's
mean, we have to
shoeing
keep-
a material possession.
Look, there's material possessions and then there's creature comforts. I mean, we're druids, right? We're supposed to make all the creatures
I don't
comfortable.
know what
I'm
he
a
means by
creature.
creature comforts,
Look,
but
if
this
I
could
have to
explain
eat
a
out-
lot about this monkey.
If I gotta eat out five nights a week just to, live off the land, that's great.
I think that in order to be a better druid, you should give me that pouch.
But I'm gonna
Very
say
direct.
no.
So,
we'll
what's
talk-
going on over here in
We'll
these
talk
ruins?
later.
This is why we don't like half elves.
What have I done?
Again, you're okay. We're on the
Thanks.
fence. We're on the fence.
All right, so
Franklin the
that's
monkey
where
likes it.
that's where I saw all of the chanting guys go.
All right, Bags, go check it out. We'll wait here.
I'll go with, but I'll stay. I'll go with so I can give you some crossbow cover, but I'm gonna stay crossbow distance.
You've got a sword.
Oh yeah.
I am going to be stealthy, yet at the same time
I'm gonna
longbow
roll some
distance.
dice.
Uh-oh. That's never good.
Stealthy.
That's
But-
fine.
What?
Longbowy distance.
Longbowy distance. All right, so we all wait over here for enemies to appear.
I mean, certainly they will.
I will follow along with you because the half elves are annoying.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
Come,
right.
Sylvester.
I'm walking with him and Franklin the monkey.
I will drag Sylvester along.
You guys start walking.
I'll stay behind these races.
Who is this you?
Yes.
It's not the race we don't like.
Were there there?
This is why we don't like half elves. It's something you said like 17 times.
It's the fact that you're half
isn't a
of
race.
an elf. I mean, it's just...
Jeez, this is getting real,
Guys,
real on the line here.
I know. Yeah. See.
I don't know. I'm feeling very uncomfortable.
all right.
Tell you.
I mean, it's not that I don't like you. I just really like elves.
As you guys
Oh, you
are
just know.
chatting
Garbage
and
cans.
debating, go ahead and since you all very helpfully told me what your wisdom scores were beforehand, I know that even with proficiency in perception, I have defeated your passive perception modifiers.
No, and my wisdom's quite high.
Yeah.
Get that remixed.
Yes.
Did it? What's
yeah,
your
we
wisdom?
changed it to 16.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've got all kinds of bumpy things on paying attention.
Ah, do you?
Yes.
Okay.
I can do a pretty good investigation.
So your
That's
perception,
perception.
you have that would be an 18 then, right? As your passive perception.
Yeah. No.
He is a 13.
Okay.
He's not actually proficient.
Okay.
I'm not proficient in what?
Perception.
No, investigation.
That's not what we're talking about.
We're
That's
talking
okay.
about perception.
I just want to make sure we're not going to fall through a hole.
No,
I
no.
get 12 on perception.
You're getting ambushed.
Oh,
Is what's happening.
I do get my passive
Well, hey, let's be honest. There's gonna be a lot of those. You guys are gonna be taking some falling damage.
I mean, honestly.
Wait, who's
we
taking
just-
fall damage? Us or the half elves?
Well, you guys are in front.
Everybody.
But they're really far away. That's some big
First
rocks.
off, everyone is getting one attack on them as figures that are kind of lurking behind some of these buildings, and I'll put them on as soon as they attack. Start firing arrows at you guys.
Uh-oh.
What's your armor class?
11.
11.
Ooh.
Armor class?
14.
14.
I have a shirt.
13?
15.
15. All right.
Ooh.
I have hit
Dodge.
everyone.
Of course you have. We can't see your dice.
What are the odds? I rolled 520s.
Max,
amazing.
you take 3 points of damage.
Oh.
Thanks.
All my writing
Ravener,
instruments have gone away.
Ravener, you take 6 points of damage.
6? Why is it so much?
Mostly.
Alamar, you take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
And
What? A half elf takes like 1/3 my damage.
and Perrin, you take 1.
He's like 4 times my size.
I,
Thusly, the things that hurt you a lot more than the things that hurt me.
Whatever. I'm nearly dead.
You're fine.
and you
Just
guys,
a flesh
you
wound.
guys spy several figures. Hold on, hiding around the buildings. So there's one back here.
Wait, they're my size. How'd they hurt me so much?
There's one over here.
Maybe it was that guy. He's pretty big.
There's one up here. He's kind of standing on top of this building. So I'll go ahead and put him on a roof.
Okay.
There's 1, 2, 3. There's one up on this roof. And there's one on this roof.
Cowards! Hardly a fair fight.
Tactically, we are in a very bad position.
They are.
Alright, no, let's be friends for a second.
Vaguely,
That's what I'm saying.
vaguely
Everyone's
humanoid.
friend.
Yeah, you're all right.
Everyone, you guys can see them much more clearly now. You recognize that all of the little miniatures that are there are kobolds that are armed with short bows. There is a human in a bright crimson. It's actually a cloak, not a robe, but now that you see it. And he has an amulet around his neck.
Am I sure?
Which one is that?
And he has a crossbow.
Is that
Okay,
just him?
which
That's
one
that
is-
guy. That's that guy.
Okay, that's the human.
And then
with the
there's another human with a massive two-handed sword and also a short bow.
Okay.
And let's roll initiative now that we've had a surprise round.
Ooh, mama.
Yeah, we did better than I did.
Decidedly so.
Really? I don't think I'm even here.
Well, plus or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You've got all that.
So I
All
got a
right.
10 total.
20 for your boy.
Cool. 20 for Alamar. Ravener, what you got?
7 plus 3.
10. Making me do math.
I just couldn't figure it out.
15.
Oh, I'm half
15
dead.
for
I'm a little
Barnabas.
bit, woozy.
Fair enough.
And what do you have, Perrin?
Also 10.
Also 10. Alright, I'll let you guys fight it out to see who goes first.
Well, higher dex usually goes
Dibs.
first.
My dex is 16, but
Mine is also 16.
Aha!
Yep,
Well,
fight,
then
fight!
dibs-
I called
Then
dibs.
dibs is the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I called
Okay,
dibs.
fine.
Go.
Alright. And Perrin also has 10.
I know he's not going to do anything. He's only half invested in anything he does.
See, you say you don't like when people pick on the nose.
No, I'm saying he's not a fighter, so he's
No, you're fine. I'm just saying the comments from your friend here.
I missed something.
I'm just
You
saying.
know what? I feel like you're spiritually better for having missed it.
Alright, Alamar, you are up first.
Yes, I am. Okay,
and so
so
they're-
talk to me about distance right now.
So each of those squares is 5 feet. There are theoretically walls, but this is a ruined city. So I'm going to go ahead and rule that you can kind of see in or
Scurry.
around them,
Okay.
and you can scurry over them without much difficulty.
All right, would you mind sizing me that book really quick?
They do provide cover, so there are, if you make a ranged attack, they'll have slightly higher DC. Similarly for you guys, though you were unaware, so you couldn't take cover, but now you can. And that's about it.
What do you think?
Yes, what do you
I'm
think?
wishing I was in a little bit position. I'm wishing Sylvester and I were swapped position-wise.
Well, I mean, you could have gone up with them.
I was going to, but they were being such dicks. Sorry, not they. Just Ravener. So
maybe I could be nicer.
Maybe you'll live
Maybe.
next time.
I'm not sure he knows what humans are.
So
Like, it may just be that he's confused humans with, like, bugbears or something. Some other, like,
no.
big,
That's
The
what
pointedly
hairy thing.
racist comments have been decidedly half-elf oriented. He's very aware.
But
So-
maybe he thinks you're like a half-elf, half-bugbear. And
What-
it's just
what-
like, why are these people
Okay,
in
so
society?
So I
what are
can't-
you going to do?
Well, what I would love to have done is get over here and cast Arms of Hadar on those two doofuses, but
Uh-huh.
I can't.
Oh,
so-
you can move and cast.
I know, but I can't move far enough.
Ah.
These are each 5 feet.
Is it
Yes.
a short range?
It's 10 feet in front of me. So I would need to get to here, basically, or to here, and I could hit.
Wait, no, if you can get here, because that would be 5 and 10.
Yeah,
Well, you
but I
want
want
to
to try and
hit
hit both of them
both
if I
of
can.
those.
Oh, I understand.
But that's not feasible. So what I'm going to do is just move to here, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast that kobold.
Excellent.
So I roll an attack.
The kobold has rust
Okay, I
red
think I
I
scales.
just misunderstood because
And
you
see
I'm an outlander.
around its
Sure.
neck,
That might
it
be a
has
reason why you're an outlander.
the shape of a crescent moon on the necklace.
Cool. Well, I'll fill the other half and we'll make it a regular shaped hole.
Ah. Excellent.
So that's a 13 plus 4 plus 2, so that's a 19.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits you with their.
Can I see the D10? And this is just, is it damage is just D10 or is D10 plus charisma?
It's just a D10 unless you took.
There's an invocation bonus I can get on the next level.
Okay.
That's true. Well, that's 2, so not a great
All right,
start.
the kobold is singed and kind of looks very surprised and tries to run away a little bit inside. Next up is the
Did
human
Did he run
over
away
there
on the
in
inside,
robes.
or did he run away inside?
No, he
On
ran
the
away on the inside.
On the
He went
inside.
inside himself.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Mhm.
Go ahead and
Deal with
move
the
that
beast throughout his
guy
entire
up closer to where those guys are. Yep. And he right there.
Okay.
And he will start. He casts a spell. Bags and Ravener, you guys will need to make a brain fart. You guys will need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Heron, I know you hate violence, but this
Good
might be one of the times where I
Nah.
need you to violence.
DC
I
11.
just don't remember running.
You'd think that, but you'd be
So
wrong.
you roll 2 dice again.
Fighting is never the answer unless someone's being a real jerk.
I'm not sure what you call what's happening right now. If not,
Or because
Now,
of
this
17
is just a
All right.
misunderstanding.
I
That's
got
all.
a study bonus too?
For
If you have a
yes. For wisdom, you said.
Yeah.
yes,
So you got 20.
20.
you're fine. DC 11. You're looking at me.
Nope.
All right.
Close.
You are. He holds out his hands in front of him, and you are frightened.
Spooky
As he
ghost.
causes fear. You will be frightened for. You don't have to run or anything like that. You just have
Probably disadvantage or something.
well, you can't get any closer to him,
Right.
and you are at disadvantage if you make any attacks while you can see him.
Right. Look away from him.
Right, just avert your gaze.
Close your eyes and swing for the moon.
And
that
speaking
thing
of
from Sonic,
bags, you're up.
swing away.
All right. I will move deeper into the ruins away from him and avert my eyes.
Excellent.
And then I will,
Clobber the crap out of him.
yes, with magic.
With magic. Here.
Excellent.
I will raise my hand and make a grasping motion at that guy. And a skeletal spectral hand will appear on his throat, grasping.
Which one?
The
fighter?
the fighter, yes.
Ah, excellent. He's a jerk.
That is a 21.
Oh, that more than hits.
For 2 points of damage.
Ah!
And he can't regain hit points until the end of my next turn.
Ooh, oh, interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. All right. Next up are the kobolds. They. So the yes, there should be 3 of them.
Yes.
The one that is closest to Alamar, the warlock, will attempt to fall back a little bit.
I should have thought the kobold way.
Yes, he will fall back as much as he can without. I guess he has no choice but to end up next to
There's
next to
5
Bags.
feet.
He'll do that. He'll kind of start backing up and then stop and look around and notice that Bags is there and just sort of.
Does Bags get an attack of opportunity, or is it
Only if he leaves.
Oh, it's when he leaves.
But he does cause disadvantage, which means that the short bow, because he still has that in his hands, that means that the arrow he was firing misses you.
Congratulations.
It skitters harmlessly off of the low wall.
It's because you're so tall.
Next, the kobold up on the roof there will attempt to fire at Ravener.
The far kobold.
This guy?
Yeah, the far
It's
one.
a short bow, doesn't it? Okay, good.
and
need a longer man.
he will miss, and the final one will drop his bow and run up and try and shank you with the short sword. Chicka 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 chicka.
Why did we leave the dying noble alone?
Because he got
Oh,
afraid.
he got afraid, and we're over here.
So am I checking to see if he kills me?
He misses you.
Oh, yay.
That's
Excellent.
good. I don't want you to
I
die.
know.
Well, these kobolds are not the best at fighting. but they're committed. What they lack in
It's just my
competence,
outlanderness that
they
bothers
make
me.
up for in
I'm just
enthusiasm.
misunderstood.
Perrin, you're up next.
Yes, I will be casting.
This is right in the book.
Okay.
Will also going to cast
He's going to cast.
the first stone.
He's
A
gonna
die. What is he gonna cast?
Well, I mean, you
spell.
guys did cross the river. It
Oh.
could be the Rubicon.
Good. Yes.
All right, I will be casting sleep.
That's on the Ides.
So.
And a result of.
Let's see, where do I want to go? I will cast it here, so it will affect these two
All right.
before anyone else. I don't think they get a save.
You
Instead,
roll and see what your-
5d8.
Yes.
So I need a bunch of d8, please. That is not a d8. That is d8s. Who we got?
It's like an 8, just with a couple
Yeah.
more.
Is that it? Just the two?
Just the two.
Alright, that's fine. Nice.
13.
13. 25. 28. So 28 hit points of damage, but instead, if they are killed, they fall asleep.
Excellent. Now is that total, and that just affects everyone, correct?
Creatures within 20. All right, so I centered it.
So they both fall asleep.
Okay, yeah.
Donk.
Shaking while he sleeps.
Oh, sleep shankin'. I remember that
Sleep
from Ranger
shankin'.
School.
And it lasts for 1 minute. So
All right.
far more than I hope this battle will last.
Next up is Ravener.
Well, they did attack me,
They
so
did
attack you.
attack
it is
you.
still kind of lawful to kill them even while they're sleeping.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not fair.
It's not fair. I don't care about fair. I'm
Get
neutral.
his bow up and the arrow right in the back of his head.
So,
I mean, I've played enough.
so I'm gonna take
Anna
my.
and Overwatch that I
Should
know
I
how
take both
this
my
goes.
short swords?
Oh yeah. Take both your sharp
I'm
swords.
gonna take both my short swords, and I'm gonna stab them in because he's actually right up against me.
Oh man, fighting with bows though, that's more like a Hanzo main.
No, we
Right, yeah, but I'm the one making them sleep.
we laugh when we watch the Green Arrow, so we're not gonna fight him with our bow.
All right.
We're gonna stab at him though.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your attack roll. Those are short swords, so I believe you can use your dex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if it's a finesse weapon.
Yeah.
He gets advantage since he was asleep.
Yes.
Okay, so I rolled a 14.
You just like automatically.
Oh, actually, I get 2, don't I?
Well,
I got a
take the
14.
14.
Taking the 14.
So 19.
So, yes, 19.
You hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then what am I doing damage with?
Is that what you want?
D6 plus your dex.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, attack rolls just have
Ooh,
advantage. Any attack that hits is automatically a crit.
Roll another D6.
Because you can just stab him in the face.
All right.
7 plus 5.
So 7
plus
plus 3.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
10.
10.
You have murdered this kobold in his sleep.
Nice!
You could walk over and take your second attack.
Good.
on the
Punk
other
rock,
side.
Ravener. Very punk rock.
You do have a second short sword. You could continue your rampage.
I am going to go after the human, which also is one of my my races I really don't like.
It's true. He does have favorite enemies.
Rangers.
He is one of my
Rangers
favorite enemies.
generally are inherently racist for that reason.
That's why he doesn't like you. He's not misunderstood.
So what is that? It's 10
Just
feet. I
study
can go
killing
that
our
far.
people.
So I'm gonna go over there.
Okay.
And do we roll this whole thing again?
Yes.
All right.
So yeah, you
You
have
have advantage
advantage,
again.
and if you hit, it's a crit.
We're going with 17,
All right.
and
Good choice.
3 is 20. Yeah.
You hit.
Yeah, so just one.
So it's a
So
crit.
2d6, but no bonuses.
2d6.
Yes, but
Because
no
it's your
bonuses.
offhand.
Mhm.
9.
He awakens with your short sword in his shoulder and looks none too pleased by that.
Wow, he's pretty strong.
Yeah,
guys.
he's still prone as all, but he is now awake.
All right. Next up is the fighter, who. Oh, hey, look, you're right there, wizard. He walks up to you and attempts to cleave you in twain with a greatsword.
No, he doesn't.
How does he do?
Attempts to clue the kobold in twin with the great sword.
Do you have a thing that makes him do that?
I have my awesome charisma and words.
I'm pretty sure that is the
Well,
ability, though.
rolling a 3 won't do it.
And my
So,
intimidating stare.
apparently so. He swung at you, and you can see him pull at the last minute. He's intimidated and misses you. Next up is Elmar.
Okay, so revealing what may come to one day be a heart of gold, I'm gonna run over here and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the dingo, the prone dingo.
Excellent. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Do I get advantage when he's prone?
Is this a ranged
It's a
attack?
ranged
Yes.
attack, so...
Probably get disadvantage.
So you have
might have
disadvantage on...
disadvantage because he's lying
Because
down.
he's smaller.
Yeah. Unless you are next to him, you have disadvantage.
Fuck it.
There you go.
Bam!
Yeah. Now you have
Double tap.
attack rolls have advantage.
Okay, great.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've already wounded him.
Yes. I'm hoping to finish the
Can't do
job. 15 plus
That'll do it.
6, 21. So then there's the 10.
I don't understand. You just shot them with arrows. I don't understand, guys.
1.
Oh, that is not quite enough to
I've
do it.
rolled only tiny numbers, but very good. I've been rolling very well for the "do you hit" question. I've been rolling very poorly for
And
the
in fact,
how
What do you
effective
do?
was that?
he stands up
Mm.
and looks very cross with the two of you. And
Hopefully this will be a bonding experience for us before we die.
Ravener, you can make an attack of opportunity as he steps back.
As he steps back,
Just
what,
5 feet.
this way?
Yeah,
19
that hits.
plus whatever. This is good enough. 19.
Yeah.
Okay, and then 2d6 or 1d6? No, normal.
Normal.
Yeah,
Normal
1d10.
1d6. 1d6 because you're using your short swords.
Yeah.
2.
Wait, plus 3 there, right? Because he gets a bonus for
Yes.
that.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
5.
And so he winces a bit, but it still remains standing.
That's a big dude.
Yeah.
And,
Okay. Next.
then
Between us, we've done
he holds his
17
hands out,
Oh, you're not.
and a gout of flame
Well, no, I have my sickle.
Oh, would you get?
washes out from them.
Would I get an attack of opportunity with my sickle as he walks away?
Yes, actually, you would.
All right. Well, this.
Glad I'm.
Let's
Is that before or
see.
after his gout of
This
flame?
is before.
Oh, good. Thank
Let's
God.
see if you
And does
can
the
do
sickle roll with Dex, or is the sickle?
I don't know. So
I am checking really quick, but I would have.
But go ahead and roll. Roll right now, and let's see what you get.
A sickle does
15.
not have finesse.
Okay.
Okay, so 15. Does that mean it goes on strength, which is 0, so 15.
Okay. That is still enough to hit his armor class of 15.
So let me get a D4. Let's see how. 2.
All right. The gout of flame still happens, but
No.
he's slightly more sad about it.
Yeah.
The two of you will need to make dexterity saving throws.
I'd like to first check how tall is he when he shot the gout of flame, and
Just
at
goes over
what
there.
angle is the dispersion of said flame?
It is kind of angled downward so that it sweeps up and kicks more heat into you guys,
Oh,
so that it heats the ground beneath you.
One
I was hoping it was over my head.
I think we can all make
Just
assumption that
hits
he
your head.
noticed that you're short. He adjusted accordingly.
Well, there went my theory of
You can tell he's played games with weapons that deal splash damage. He knows you aim for their feet
Yeah.
and catch him in the blast. Go ahead and make dex saves, DC 11.
15.
That's an 8.
Ouch! All right, that is not an 11. So you will take Alamar. You have successfully saved. You only take 8 points of damage.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
Only?
I'm dead.
Ravener.
Unconscious.
I'm unconscious. Yeah, that's true.
Wait, is disabled still
Oh wait,
a
hold
thing?
on. I can do math right. You take 7 points of damage. I'm cheating.
Okay, good.
Oh, good.
DM Fiat.
Ravener, you take 15 points of damage.
Well, shit.
Well, I am now
Actually,
negative
Kill him.
10.
Just kill him.
I think you're
You're
dead.
fine. No, you're fine. You're just needing to make some death saving throws.
You are not yet
I
dead.
thought if you got half again, your hit points.
No,
negative.
it's negative your total
Your
hit
total hit
points.
points. So if he had taken 8 more points of damage, he would
One
have
more
got-
point of damage, I would be negative 11.
So
But
don't
you just go
kick
to,
him.
You just go to 0 now.
Yeah, you just
Okay.
go to 0. and
Now
you're
I'm
fine.
0.
And it has to be from a single attack, I
He
believe.
does.
So
Every time they get attacked again, they just automatically fail a death save.
yes, that's them.
Alright, I'm gonna have to bust out the
Bags,
video
you're up.
numbers there, I think.
Two can play at this
Wait, are
game!
you telling me that you
I
can hit
will,
him
in
harder?
return, unleash a wash
Could've
of
done one
flame
save for the other
upon
games.
the
Alright.
fighter and the kobold that is behind him.
But now,
What's your DC?
Step back. It is
Now
a
return to revenge.
13.
All right, the fighter
Oh, wait,
and
hold
the
on a
kobold
second.
have both failed.
Avenge me!
They will take 15 points of flaming damage
All right,
as I aim out the area.
down goes the kobold, and he had not
that kobold?
been hurt before. That's correct. The
That one.
fighter.
The fighter had not been.
Okay, he is hanging on to consciousness, but only just.
Lay a hand on my friends!
Anything else? All right.
Stay with him.
You get an attack of opportunity on the kobold behind you as it throws its short bow into the sky and runs away.
Guessing.
Basically. Okay, you missed. The other kobolds are all dead, so they also don't take a turn. Perrin, make a death save.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm fine.
Okay, you're
Right.
fine then.
No, I
Take
didn't
an
take any
action.
damage. Did
Okay,
No.
you're fine.
I? Yeah. Okay. He had me
That
Make
was
sure
really-
you're paying attention. That's all.
Right. He had me.
Make a death save.
That is a special DM technique of paying attentiousness.
Yeah, I mean, you did say you
Death
would
I
kill
would
us
have
all.
just taken.
Go ahead and make your
It's that or
action.
it's
Take your action.
foreshadowing. I'm
Right.
not sure.
Okay.
Since I am Patrick Rothfuss, I'm pretty good with these writings.
All right. They both look real hurt, right?
Yes.
All right. I attempt to persuade them to drop their weapons.
Okay.
Drop your weapons, or you shall be slain at our hand. I got a 17.
You can see the fighter considering it for a moment, but the man in robes says, "Fools! Your souls will be harvested."
No.
And
Agreed.
he waits for his turn because he's very polite. Raven, make a death save.
That's great of him.
Alright, what am I making a death save with?
D20.
Roll high.
Roll high. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
That's
can.
one success.
Yeah.
For those of you playing along at home, he needs to get 3 successes, which is 3 rolls of 10 or higher, before he gets 3 failures. And if he succeeds, he's stable. If not, he is dead.
Man, I'm just new.
Alright, well.
And now the fighter goes.
Oh, right, I forgot the fire's still before my turn.
He wanted to surrender, but his boss is watching.
His boss.
His
Are you
boss-
referring to that fighter?
Yeah, his
Oh,
boss
okay.
is watching.
We have a potential session title suggestion.
Mhm.
Oh,
Perrin Great Castle and the Death Save of Unfairness.
excellent. He will swing at you, and this time he will hit that 11
What did he hit me with?
with a 12.
I didn't even hear your dice.
What was something that I could? Oh, no, that was never mind.
Okay,
I'm just making things up.
you take 7 points of damage.
No, I don't. I grit my teeth with the mighty of my stony muscles and shove off 12 points of the damage I
Oh,
take.
well then you
How do you
take
do that?
none of that damage.
Special
It's a
Goliath ability.
That's
So
pretty good.
I tense my muscles and his blade rings off of my chest.
You only get
he
one
looks-
of those per
Per
rest
rest.
thing.
Yeah. He looks
Okay, that
he
is
looks at you
super
and then he
sweet.
looks at his
Yeah,
sword
that's awesome.
and then he looks at you and then he looks at his sword and then he looks at you and then he looks at his sword and then he looks up and
Lay down your weapons.
and then it is Elmar's turn to make a death
Can
save.
you look up a spell for me really fast?
Fine.
Why is he making a death save?
Oh, I have one hit point.
Oh, you have one. Never mind.
Yes.
I just want people to make death saves,
I'm gonna
guys.
go right
I don't want
here.
everyone to die.
And I'm gonna cast Arms of Hadar on this dingo.
Ah.
And yeah, Arms of or Hadar. I don't know how to pronounce it.
I think it's Hadar.
I think it's Hodor.
I'm certain it's
Hodor.
not.
Hodor.
Wait, is it Arms of Bill Hader?
H-A-D-A-R.
Why you gotta be such a hater, man?
Let's make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, so now I have to go to my character
No.
page to figure out what the.
Oh, so your
So my
spell
DC
save
is
is 8 plus, yeah.
Plus proficiency, plus your stat.
So it's
Yeah.
14.
10, yeah, 14.
Okay, so it's defeat of 14.
in there.
That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't sure.
He does not beat 14.
So he takes 2d6 necrotic damage.
Okay, that's not good times for him.
And one other thing happens, I think.
Totally gonna be 2 1s.
Yeah, yeah.
the way it's been going.
The way it's been
He
going.
can't take reactions till his next turn.
Oh, that's actually good.
Oh, 9 damage.
Ooh. Oh,
no, I think it's
all
higher
right.
than
With terrible necrotic energy, these arms pull him sort of into a shadowy nether realm, and he is gone and dead.
That's for the little racist idiot. I get to hate him, not you. You're dead, you dick.
No, it's not
I'm not
hated, it's
racist.
Hadar.
I'm just misunderstood.
You're unconscious, so I didn't hear that.
Just so you all know, it is 8:35.
Oh yes, we are
jeez.
wrapping up right now. The fighter seeing this happen and seeing you ignore it, kind of like throws down his sword and surrenders.
What's his AC?
His AC at the moment
Yes.
is
What?
15.
Don't kill him.
I bring my most powerful magical assault to bear on him. I hit him on the shovel and knock him out.
Okay.
I hit him with
Knock him
my
out.
shovel.
All right.
All right.
Oh, so we can tie him up and take a nap.
Yeah.
Bang.
We will pick up here next week, so be sure and join us. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been our
Sleeping gnomes.
this has been Perrin Grey Castle and the Death Save of Unfairness.
Right.
Be sure and tune in next week on NeverQuest, and be sure to tune in throughout the week. We are constantly streaming. We've got Warhammer 40k games going. Each week we do a different mini campaign. Abe, what is the mini campaign for next week?
There isn't one.
Excellent.
Next
I was
week,
gonna say this is good timing.
next week, due to the holiday, we are just going to be doing some one-off games. We're not going to be running a straight mini campaign. After that, there will be the epic of the orc.
So be sure and tune in for that. We also usually we'll do board games. We play X-Wing. We play all kinds of games. So if you have an interest in tabletop games and would like to contribute or suggest stuff for us to play, you should leave a comment in the chat or check us out on our Twitter or other social media, which is linked on our page. Thank you all very much, and have a wonderful weekend.
And also, don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe
Yes.
our channel.
Yeah, now you can
Also,
subscribe.
also some major hype. We just hit
Yes.
10,000 views.
Hey.
Like, literally just right this moment.
Hooray.
Thanks,
Whoever
everybody.
just came, super
Thank you.
sorry.
Right.
Thanks
You
for
are
being here, and
10,000th
goodbye.
taco eater.
Yeah, I assume
We
it
will
was
be-
you,
We will be
Biscuit.
back next week at 5 p.m.
Allegedly.
And hopefully, or whatever the start time is in your 5 p.m. Central Time, and
That's 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific.
6 p.m. Eastern. 3 p.m. Pacific.
Times are hard. Bye.
You guys will see what happens to our heroes now that they have somehow managed to
10
survive.
Greenwich Mean.